Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show tonight. Go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe button as you're already watching. Hit the share button, guys. That's important. That helps the channel a lot. Hit that share button. Share this with somebody close to you. So, because the show is about to start in a minute, and you guys see what we're about to talk about tonight. We're going to get to that in a minute. But right after this, the intro will play, and the next faces you will see will be that of me and my co-host. Lost in translation in the house tonight, right? Velvet voice of YouTube is in the building tonight. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, go ahead and hit the share button, guys. That's important. Hit it right now and send it to everybody on your phone. Hit all contacts and just send it. Somebody gonna click on it, all right? Do that for your boy tonight. All right, if you want to give to the channel, you definitely could do that by Cash App. Or you could do it by super chat. I will definitely play something for you guys when you super chat tonight. If you do send a comment tonight, if you super chat that comment, I'll definitely put it up on the screen, but you can see at the bottom of the screen there that we are ready for those cash apps to come rolling in here, because we do appreciate you guys when you guys give. I appreciate you so much. The show is about to start right after this, guys. Let's have a great show tonight. And put all your thoughts and everything in the chat, because we want to hear from you guys tonight. All right, we want to hear from you guys tonight. All right.
Hey, this burns me,
Man. You can hear when the one popped his lips, man.
Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being in the building tonight. This is your boy, Black Man Unfiltered, along with my co-host, my brother from another mother, the velvet voice of YouTube himself is in the building tonight. Give it up for They Call Him Lit, but Lost in Translation podcast. My brother, how are you tonight, man? Talk to me.
You know, I am well, man. I'm glad the day is over. It's been busy, man. How you been?
Man, you know what? I'm sunshine, partly cloudy as usual, with a chance of thunderstorms. But listen, I'm going to tell you something, brother.
What's up?
It's a lot of stuff I've been seeing, man. I seen Sister Tia want her man back. Did you see it?
Yeah, I did, man.
She said she graduated from her marriage. It's the best thing she's ever done. It gave her the freedom to be free. And now, after being out in that world and thought the grass was green on the other side, now she want her husband back by her side. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out to Tia. I hope he tells your ass no. What are your thoughts on that, brother? I hope he tells her ass no.
You know, I don't think he's gonna tell her no, man. I think that dude probably want to put his family back together, man. Well, we gonna see.
Yeah, because did you see what they were at an event and he was on one side dressed to he was casket sharp.
I saw that,
and she saw him and she looked like, damn, that's my man.
And she was so glad to see him. She tried to hug him. The hug was kind of awkward. You know what I'm saying? She was like, I don't know what to do with this. You know what I'm saying? I don't know exactly. It's my baby, but I gotta, this strong face.
Tell her no. Get out. How you embarrassed me in front of all these people, telling people you graduated from me. And that man
I'll tell you one thing though. If he ever take her back, let me tell you something, man. In the eyes of women around the world, they're gonna have so much respect for him. They're gonna be like, you know what? He did that. You know, even though even though, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, what happens now that's going to start something though, because then women are going to start to say, I can go out, do my thing for about a year and a half and come
Take
right
a
back.
break. Yeah. I don't know. We're going to see, man.
Now,
you know, we all about keeping families together.
She look good too. And this looking good. I don't know what that man putting up on this. Boy. He done hemmed up to beauty.
I don't know who put that smile on her face though. Look at her.
What? Ooh. I know that's right. Anissa, when you was about 19, 20 years old, baby, I bet they had to stop trucks to get you. They had to stop making Chevrolets because it was coming down your street too much.
You know, our favorite song was the Men All Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah. Anissa had all the men out there. Wherever in Florida. That man was out there looking for Anissa in the daytime with a flashlight. Look at her shaking her head in the back. Whoa! I think we're telling the truth, Loss.
Exactly.
All right, man. So thank you guys for being here tonight for another episode of Flipping Tables. We are just so happy to be here tonight. When you come in, hit the like button, hit the share button if you want to give to the channel. The cash app is at the bottom, or you want to give a super chat, you can definitely do that, or join the network as well. I want to kick a shout out to everybody, man. Lost in translation to you first, man, for coming on and co-hosting with me on Tuesdays. Killing it on Fridays with me on the barbershop, man, and throughout the week, coming in the back in the week and just helping out, man. I appreciate you, brother. I just want to give you your flowers. I appreciate everything that you do. Shout out to Black David. Black David, I know you're out there watching from the clouds, my brother, and everything that you got going on in life and, you know, dealing with work and all this other stuff, and you still see fit to come over and help out. I appreciate you, brother. I want to give you your flowers as well. We also promote your business, but we'll talk about that later. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Boomer, our pain on Monday nights, man. Thank you so much for coming in and being the host on Monday. On Wednesday, thank you, JT from What We Know Podcast. He comes in and kills it on Wednesday. Shout out to the 4 guys that come on for the sports show: Shawnee, Dante, Trey Ferg, and Mr. Bennett. They come in and do a great job on Wednesday. And then on Friday, we do the barbershop, of course. Saturday, thank you, Miss Jenny, for coming in once a month and giving us your perspective from a housewife. And also Alexis from Texas for coming in and giving us the deals on the sales and everything that's going on with Amazon and so on and so forth. And then on Sunday, man, come on. Peter and Paul. It sounds like a Bible story is about to be read in it.
I'm telling you.
The gray area with Peter and Paul. And then last but not least, guys, listen. She know I ain't going to forget it because she knew I want to save her for last. Okay. Last but not least at all, you got to give it up for this woman because I don't give a fuck. Embrace the Grace is here on Monday nights with Mayhem Mondays, right after our pain. He starts the oven, and Embrace the Grace takes the food out when it's done. So thank you so much, guys, for everybody that comes on the network and all of you who come into the chat, who gives, who joins, who gives your money, who invests money into this network so we can entertain you as well as have important conversations with you. We appreciate all of you in the chat tonight. So make sure you guys know that we love you. And we just couldn't do any of this without you being here tonight. So I want to call out a few people in the chat as well. I know Paul Bennett is here. We got Lena S. is in the building tonight. We got the beautiful Anissa, the beautiful Embrace the Grace. Come on. We got Milan in the building tonight. Thank you. That afro is amazing. I love that. I love that hairstyle. What? We need to get a big picture of her and just post it on the website so women can start wearing the weave down their sleeve. Let's see here.
Look at that thing, man.
It looks wonderful. I'm just gonna leave it there for a second. All the guys that's in the building tonight, the intellectual soapbox by way of Embrace the Grace is in the building tonight. Guys, make sure you guys go and subscribe to Embrace the Grace, her channel on YouTube. Hit that like button over there. Hit that subscribe button over there. Show her some love. All right. Make sure you hit the same thing with our pain. He has his channel called what is it? Marriage,
Politics, and Sports.
There we go. Make sure you go and hit the like button and subscribe button over there as well to support him. All right. So let's start bringing these people up, man. I want to start with the fellas first. The ladies can wait tonight. The ladies gonna wait tonight. Okay. Our pain has been out of line and out of state, out of the country or something. He told me I'm not doing a show on Monday. He said I'm butt naked on the beach with my wife. That's the text message I got, which is a whole pause. But I allowed him to send that to me because he was out with his wife. He said I'm butt naked on the beach with my wife. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for yours truly. Lost in translation, can you introduce the man, the myth, the legend?
Ladies and gentlemen, you've seen him on Monday nights. You've seen him throughout YouTube all over the place. People call him Deep Continent, Dark Chocolate. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the one and only R-Pain.
Yeah, what's going on? Hey man, you guys should have seen, y'all should have seen Animal Services trying to put us back in the water. You know what I'm saying? You know, they would splash water all over us and say,
oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen from around the world, we have the president of the Bee Association. All right. He'll be able to announce that when he comes up here. Guys, give it up for yours truly, the man of the hour, the man that stands up and makes love in the shower. Give it up. His name is Mr. Bennett. He ain't motherfucking in it. He's in the building tonight. Give it up.
What's good, gentlemen? Good evening.
What's happening, Mr. Bennett?
Doing well, doing well. Shout out to the 7B Network, the bold, the beautiful, beneficent, benevolent ball brotherhood of the BMU Network. It's good to be here with you brothers tonight and looking forward to a great conversation.
Oh, yes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we also, tonight, we're going to go over to the ladies. We're going to shift over into the ladies' atmosphere. Ladies and gentlemen, she has a beautiful smile that can rival the sunset in Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for yours truly. She got a camera out because she says she's so pretty. She want to be in the dark. Oh, she's trying to let that man out the house. I seen him. I'm looking at the back. He just ran out the back door. Anissa is in the building tonight. Give it up for Anissa. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what? We got another lady in the house tonight. She has mayhem. She is mayhem. She will go ham while eating ham. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for yours truly. Embrace the damn grace. All right, the rest of the BMU family will be with us shortly. All right, now, while we're waiting on them, I just want to check the temperature in the room tonight, man. How are you guys tonight? I want to start with the ladies first. Anissa, and then after Anissa goes, Embrace just jump right in. Then after that, Mr. Bennett just jump right in. Then last but not least, the stripper himself, R-Pain. How are you, baby?
I'm doing great. Great to be here and looking forward to a good conversation. So let's do it.
All right.
I'm good. I'm good. As usual, just getting off at 9 o'clock and getting right into the grind and hanging out with the family. So let's get it.
Awesome. Doing good here. Just trying to stay fit. I still do stuff that I did in my 20s, outside, do a leg day training, but I still got to get out there. I got to do my lawn. I got to get my dog out. I got to do all my stuff. So I just promote fitness over 50 so you can continue to do the things that you did decades earlier. You want to stay ahead of the curve. So really training and fitness is just about living your life and always living it to the fullest. A lot of guys my age are already past the point of trying to do things for themselves, but I want to stay as vibrant as I possibly can be. So I stay fit so I can keep doing my thing.
All right, man. Thank you, Mr. Bennett. Last but not least at all, the man of the hour, the baby old dancer. R-Pain is in the building.
You know what? We gotta kick Mr. Bennett off the goddamn panel because he sound like he's talking to me and shit. You know what I'm saying? Get off. Get out of here. Nah,
the truth hurts the guilty, sir.
I tell
the
people,
truth hurts the guilty.
I tell young guys, I said, listen, man, don't get out of shape, man. Don't be like me. Don't follow me. That's the one thing you don't have to stay in shape as long as you can. That's my message too. But what about you? I'll get about what I can. But anyway, everything's good, man. Me and the wife was hanging out for like good 4 days, 4 nights. 5 bottles of wine later. We're doing all right.
Damn.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Are you gonna have to pay the security deposit in the hotel room that you tear it up?
No. No security.
Okay, I just want to make
sure. You gotta share that wine list, sir.
Yeah, that wine.
Just like Anissa didn't have her wine. Did she do her wine intro tonight?
No, she did.
No,
okay.
One of those wines had a twist off top, so I ain't saying shit because I know that if you have a twist off top wine, you don't belong. So your cheap ass went to Sam's Club
You got some Ripple.
You got some red
He
wine.
got some MD 2020. MD 2020.
A little bit about Ripple, man. You know,
Grape flavor.
All right, well, thank you so much, man, guys, for being here tonight. I appreciate you guys so much. Listen, we're not watching no videos tonight because this is a conversation that needs to be had. However, I want to start out by something that I saw over the weekend, Friday night to be exact. Man, I was just sitting and watching the NFL draft, and those young black men who are about to make millions of dollars are just getting picked and picked and picked. And 90% of those guys that were drafted, man.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
He's going there. He is going there.
You see all of those white girls.
He did it.
With all these athletes. Oh my God. I mean, every time the camera hit him, it was a white girl on the couch, white girl sitting on his lap. One black mama got so mad, she yanked one of the girls off her son. As soon as he got drafted, she hugged the white girl, had him in her bosom. She said, Y'all see?
Remember this moment.
The black mama grabbed her arm and yanked the ass off of him right there on live camera.
Sure did.
So, so what do you got? What are your thoughts about this, guys? There was no black female representation for girlfriends this year in the NFL draft.
It was a blizzard this draft.
It was a blizzard this draft. It was Snow Bunny. It was the Snow Bunny draft 2020. Dr. Umar must have had a fit.
Oh, you didn't see his video? You didn't see his video? Oh man, he was going in. I swear, I forgot who had it. I don't know if it was Poor Man's podcast. Somebody had a clip of him just going in,
Wow.
Just like Dr. Umar would, But anyway, yeah, man.
So what are since you're already talking, Arpain, what are your thoughts, Arpain, about all this snow in these black homes during
listen, I have absolutely no problem with it. No,
I know I don't either.
I don't have no problem with it because the sisters have proven themselves waiting for guys at the finish line. And whether these white women are worthy, men are making these choices because those ladies make themselves presentable before the draft, not after the draft. They've been going together for maybe a year or so while these guys are playing football. Who knows whether he's going to go and become a multimillionaire or not. But the sisters keep waiting at the finish line. They don't want to compete. And they're being left out. And it's as simple as that. It's just no more deeper than that. Listen, that's the same as black women who make it. All of them have white men on their arms. Right? They don't even want to. They don't even want to talk to their brother. A lot of ladies, you go to. It's not the same, but they're older. They have white men on their arms. A lot of black women with money choose white men.
But have you seen those men?
Yeah.
But they choose them because they don't want to, because they know they ain't gonna have to struggle. I'm not talking about the ones who are going for Pookie and Ray Ray guys. I'm talking about well-to-do black women have a lot of white men in their lives. They just do. So instead of cleaving to a young man who might make it in 5 or 10 years, they'll wait and try to go ahead and endear themselves to some white dude. But it's not really the same. I could dig that. I agree with you there. But I'll land it there, man. I have no issue with the brothers getting. You got to go where you're appreciated.
I know that's right. Arpain, now, most of the 99.9% of the time, I disagree with you because you have this simp mentality. But since you've been gone for the weekend and got you a little bit, you didn't came back and you back to your normal self. So I'm just thinking, I thank God for what your wife did to you.
My wife still loves me and shit. She still loves it. All the buttons still work.
Now, Mr. Bennett, what do you think about Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs this past weekend in the house?
I know about Seven Dwarfs, Seven Giants.
Seven Giants. Yeah, talk to me.
These football players. It's complex. I think it's like death by 1,000 cuts. I think certainly some of the points that Arpain had talked about, I think, are valid. In terms of whether or not black women are willing to compete. Certainly for these men, but I also think it's about proximity. You figure a lot of these athletes are playing for major schools where they don't have large black student populations, and it's going to get worse now. Certainly with the decision what the Supreme Court did, you're going to have fewer admission of black people to these schools. A lot of these schools go to the only black people in the school are the athletes.
Okay.
And so they're only going to be surrounded by a mostly white and Asian population. I don't see too many Asian women getting picked up either, which is something to be said for that, because they're going to be like the second highest population in a lot of these schools if they're going to go just by merit only, because they get the grades to get in. But you don't see a lot of Black Asian relationships out there. So I think part of it is, the position that Black women are in, or thinking that, like they somehow are owed something, and proximity. But I would say I differ from our opinion that it does bother me. I do like seeing Black. I'm pro Black. I'm blackity black to the extent that I like Black people getting together. I want Black men marrying Black women, having Black families, building Black legacy. I just want that. That could be a pipe dream in 2024. I still like to see it. So, I appreciate when a brother can love a sister like that. I know Russell Wilson, he was married to a snow bunny initially. Yeah, and the fact that he got with Sierra, look, all the shade that people were giving Sierra in these spaces, I still like seeing a Black couple together, and apparently they're making it work. So I still promote that, but I think the issue has a lot to do with proximity. And again, a lot of these schools, the only Black population is like 1% population, and most of those are the athletes. And I think unless you start importing these ladies in, you're going to see more of these relationships. It just the numbers don't lie.
Yeah, I want to hop down to embrace the grace. Embrace the grace. Can you tell us how we can embrace what we saw on Friday night with all of these Hulkamania Black men who are going to be highly successful? They're going to have beige children running around everywhere in the next 2 or 3 years.
Like me?
How do you
looking like walking around looking like me, BMU?
Absolutely.
Well, you're already beige.
You a white.
They're gonna be like a caramel, like a mocha.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm a white girl, and I have no business talking about Black issues.
No.
But with that being said, a couple nights ago, I was on Lil Bean's podcast, and he says something that hit home. And I'm not, I'm like, he says the Black woman don't know the concept of building with a man. And that's coming from a Black man. And that makes a lot of sense. You want the 666, you want the 6 feet, 6 figures, six pack, but you don't want to put the work in. Then white girls are the ones that are getting them Chick-fil-A when they're hungry. Then white girls are the ones doing their homework and taking notes in class for them. I've seen it. I lived it. I went to, and I got paid to do my ex-husband, because he was a basketball player, his Spanish homework. Okay, so it is there. And then I agree with Mr. Bennett. They're going to all these schools where there are mostly white girls. What else do they have to choose from? And then again, the melanated woman doesn't want to compete. You got to go through 11 snow bunnies to get to him. And if you're not willing to put the work in, this is what's happening. Exactly what happened on NFL Draft. And you cannot get mad at it. Don't get mad. Drizzle. Yeah. I digress. My mic is muted.
Oh my God. Last but not least at all, the president of NA, the Non-Accountability Association. Give it up for yours truly. Anissa, what are your thoughts about seeing all the snow on the ground? And it's only April, about to be May. What are your thoughts?
Well, this is nothing new, and I think that anyone that has a problem with it, you better find out what these young ladies are doing. All I can say. I agree with what everybody said. It has to do with your wanting to compete, and also you making yourself available. And I don't think that we, as Black women, make ourselves available and put ourselves in position to meet the people that we want to meet and be in the places that we want to be in. And this is I don't see this changing anytime soon. Now, I think it's important to note, doesn't necessarily mean that these girls are going to get the ring and they're going to get married, but they have put in the work. They've been there through college, and they'll be there initially, but as how these athletes do, it might be short-lived, but we have to be able to compete and put ourselves out there. You just have to put yourself in the vicinity of these men if that's what you want.
Now, I was listening to Corey Holcomb, And Corey Holcomb said they did a little research, and because a lot of the black women in the chat was when they were having the conversation were saying these white girls are just trying to get a chick. And so what Corey Holcomb and his staff did, they went and looked up the net or the gross or whatever of what the parents make of these children, of these young ladies. Let me tell you something. One of those girls' daddy is in the oil business. He owns his own oil rig. You know what they making? One of them, father is a lawyer, and the mom's a doctor. Oh, these are very successful white folks. So I'm just trying to figure out, they're not with them for the money because the parents got plenty of money.
Yeah, but rich people always want more money. That's just because you're always going to want more money. So that's never going to be that's never going to be satisfied.
Now you know what was amazing when I saw that house, and it was just I looked. I said, "Damn!" The white girlfriend had her family there, and the black boy mom and them was there, and they were just all blended in it together in the living room, waiting on that phone call.
You know what, Black man? I want to ask Anissa.
I put the link. It was O'Shea Duke Jackson. I put that link. He has a little segment in that thing where Umar just goes off. So if you want to check it out, man, he just goes off. He goes in.
Yeah, Black man, I want to ask Anissa a question if you don't mind.
The floor is yours, sir.
Anissa, a couple of weeks ago, we had a whole Soul Train line of sisters who are bragging about what they did and what they graduated and what they accomplished or whatever. Now, here's the thing. They're educated. They're in school. How come one of them didn't grab hold of one of those athletes? Just from your perspective, because it's not about availability or being around them, because they're there at the colleges. So what's the deal?
Now, I think when you are I think most of those young ladies when on the video were like pre-med. So when you're I went to University of Florida. So anything that had to do with medicine was like down the hill, way on the other opposite side from where the stadium and where all the athletics were. So most of your activities, your classes and everything are really totally separated from the athletes, because there are probably very few athletes that are going to med school or nursing or anything like that. So unless you're, meeting at social events or, football games or on the set or something like that, it's probably just connecting, I would say. And like I said, you have to make yourself available. You got to make yourself available. You can't be shy. You have to be willing to compete. And I don't think we really are willing to compete. We're not willing to be the seventh option trying to get to this guy. And some snow bunnies have no problem doing that. They know it, and but they're trying to get what they're trying to get, so they don't have a problem playing the game. And sometimes we'll just drop out the game rather than play it.
That normally we're the you guys are the first choice, right? First right of refusal. So why not make yourself available to these type of gentlemen? I mean, they're gonna be rich, or you're gonna be rich. Don't you think that'll be a quicker way to, enhance the community? Don't you think? I mean, think about it. If they made themselves available to go to class, you wouldn't think that they would make themselves available to go to a game. At least they play once a week, for maybe about 12 games. So I'm pretty sure they can carve out about 2 weeks out of their busy life, to make themselves available. So why do you think that is? Because if they can find time to go to class, they can find time to socialize as well too.
Well, it's like Embrace said, a lot of these girls are really putting in the work. They're going to class for them, or they're doing their homework, or they're giving them money. A lot of times they're giving them money, and they're really making themselves available. If you're in med school, you probably just don't have that type of time to give to someone in college and devote that to them. You have a very heavy course load when you're doing that. So I think it might just be a more of a matter of that. Not to say that it doesn't happen. I mean, there are some that they want a Black woman and that's who they're going to date. But in that arena, I think the snow bunnies are they're kicking butt.
Well, let me ask you this.
They are.
If the snow bunnies find value in the brothers, how come the sisters can't find value in those same brothers?
Now, I think that they see the value, but I think you cannot negate the fact of why they're there. They see the value of those men, but they also know that those men are going to be successful. Don't negate the fact that they want a lifestyle.
Don't you think these gentlemen will provide a lifestyle well above what they're able to provide for themselves?
Absolutely. I'm just saying, don't think that they're looking not just at their value as men, they're also looking for provision. And maybe some of those other girls might not be necessarily, they might feel like I'm in med school, I'm going to be a doctor. I don't necessarily have to go through all of that. I don't know. Could be a whole host of reasons. But definitely don't think that those women have not been told to marry well.
Now,
Mr. Bennett, let me ask you a question.
I don't know if we necessarily teach our girls that.
Now, before
Mr. Bennett, let me ask you a question. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Mr. Bennett, how much did Patrick Mahomes sign his last contract for?
It's like 500 mil.
500
million.
525 mil. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that's a nice lifestyle?
I would say.
I think that's a nice chunk of change.
I would say.
That's a nice chunk of change.
Absolutely.
And keep in mind, Loss, he met her in middle school. Remember, he said he met her in middle school.
Yes.
When they got to high school, he really wanted to ask her on a date, but he was scared to ask her because he was like a little nerdy, had his little braces in his mouth.
Right.
So he didn't ask, but he asked her. She said yes, they went. And so she'd been with him since high school before the money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They've been together forever, yeah. Like Savannah and LeBron.
Now she got $580 million at her fucking disposal. And these black nurses come out, I don't need them.
But I definitely think a lot of it is, again, just mindset going in. I think a lot of these girls just going, again, women used to go to college to find a husband. It doesn't mean you don't go to class. It doesn't mean you don't get your degree and all that. But on that checklist, find my mate. And I don't think a lot of black women go to college with that express purpose. You can walk and chew gum at the same time. I think it's easier, quite frankly, especially if you're pursuing medicine or one of those disciplines. You don't need to be dating a whole bunch of people. So if you find that steady girlfriend or that future wife there to help ground you, so you're not out there going to every frat party, every this party, trying to hook up and whatnot, I think you would be a lot better off. So, and I've never had that narrative of, okay, well, let me get my degree and let me finish school and let me get my career and then I get married. I think that's just something that's been in our communities. But like I said several shows ago, the longest marriages I know, they were the cheapest and they didn't have virtually anything when they got married. That doesn't mean they didn't build together or got their careers and stuff going, but they started at the bottom. But everybody now wants to wait until they get to a certain level, whatever that level is, before they even consider it now. So to me, it's just totally backward. But there's no reason why you can't be married and go. In fact, one of the guys who got drafted by the Steelers, second round trick, we got a center in the second round. He's already married. Bang. 22 years old. He's there at his house. Got the call. His wife. That's not his girl. That's his wife he's with. So he coming to Pittsburgh with without that being an issue. So you can walk and chew gum at the same time. I don't buy this narrative that somehow black women think that let me focus on me and then I'll focus on my man. No, you can do that together. I just think that's something that past generations did, and I just I don't accept the fact that young people can't figure that out.
But and also when we talk about proximity now, like I said, they might not be dating the athletes, but they're probably dating men in their proximity. So they're probably dating other students that are in med school or in dentistry school or any of this. So they're probably and that's their circle. In college, I was in the medical side, and I never, ever dated an athlete. I always liked the pre-med guys or, whatever, because that's what you are around the majority of the time. I had a few friends that dated the athletes, and, those relationships didn't actually turn out well. But you date who you're around. And most of the time, if you're in med school or something like that, you're in the medical program. Like the majority of your time.
I agree with that.
So you probably are going to, socialize with those people that are there. So,
I agree with your point on proximity, but like I was saying, even still, black women aren't even prioritizing that. you got men in your proximity, the med students or whatever, but again, you still think he's corny or he's nerdy or whatever. But again, he's supposed to be going in the same lane you're going to be going in. But again, for some reason, you think that I got to get this first. Why not do it together? Why not go through those late night studying? You want to be with somebody who's on the same path as you. You want to, you want that same mindset. What makes you think you got to be 30 years old before you can start thinking about that sort of thing? I mean, again, I think it's just backward what our sisters are being sent to school with. I think it's just wrong, and I think it's ruining us in part because of it.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah. You know what I think, Mr. Bennett, and we're gonna take heat in here because I know she's gonna drop a nuclear weapon from 10,000 feet. Yes. Listen, I think that the black women don't want to do the work. I agree with you on this. They don't want to do the work. These, like they said, going to class, going to the game, those white girls who are studying to be doctors and nurses and pharmacists and all this other shit, they're studying all week. They're helping their man with their studies. And then they showing up to them games on Saturday. Oh, they're tailgating with mommy and daddy, let's go see Jerome. He about to score a touchdown. Let's go. And they're right there on the front row, and they got pictures of his head, and they're throwing up and down. Let's go. You see Patrick Mahomes' wife? She damn near tore the whole skybox up because, they're just so supportive. And I remember Nissa saying a few weeks ago, they're just easier to talk to. They're just easier to. And they are. They are. Listen, today, let me tell you what happened to me today. Hey, double side by. Listen, I got out of my truck today at my job. I got down, I got out, got on the elevator from the parking garage, went down. There was this white girl. She started at the job that I work at today. She started today. It was her first day. So she said, "Oh my God." I said, "Are you okay?" She said, "I'm just so lost. I parked here." I say, "Follow me. I'm going to the same place." I showed her my badge so she could say, "I'm going to the same building you going to, baby. Let's go." So she walked in with me. I said, "Oh, I'm sorry." I said, "Listen, you shouldn't be walking on the edge of the sidewalk. You walk on this side." So she adjusted her. She said, "Oh my God, you are so sweet and thoughtful. Wow." I said, "Yeah." I said, "Come, let's go." And she was like, "So what's your name? Where you from? Oh my God, you're so sweet. Like, nobody's really that nice like that today, but like you were nice." So we get in the building, we get to the elevator. She's going to the 5th floor. I'm going to the 13th. She says, "Oh my God, look me up on IM. I'll buy you lunch today for helping me. You are so sweet." I want you to take that same situation and let it be a sister. You were supposed to open that door. Damn, nigga, you ain't gonna open the elevator for me? Why you walking so close? Hey, on this side, I want you to walk on the curb on the side. You don't tell me what to do. Listen, my daddy dead. Matter of fact, this is kind of weird. Can you walk ahead of me a little bit, please? Somebody tell me I'm lying. Take heed to the message. Welcome to the show tonight. Because you know what I figured out, take heed before you go. You know what I figured out? The whole panel. And thank you guys for being here tonight. Let's get the likes up. We got 23 likes and 46 people watching. Hit that like button right now. Hit the subscribe button if you have not already, and hit the share button and hit all your contacts and just send the link to everybody. All right. So listen, I figured this out. These women who don't get these men, these white women say, "Oh, thank you." And then years later, you know what they saying, Tiggy?
Please come home. I got beans and bologna. Please come home. I got beans and bologna.
Take heed to the message. What are your thoughts?
So first, I want to say I just walked in on Mr. Bennett dropping those bombs. Mr. Bennett, that's nasty. You was doing it, sir. I'm gonna share a little something with you that Charleston White. You know, a lot of people always say to me, "Take heed." You always copy what somebody say on social media. I remember someone said that to me a couple months ago. I'm going to share something with you. if it sounds good and it makes sense to me, I'm going to shout you out. I'm going to say that makes sense. When Mr. Bennett said to me that a woman needs to clean out everything that is not right in her for marriage so that the right man will come along, I always say shout out to Mr. Bennett because what he's saying is correct. So when Charleston White last week said that our sisters is focused on this a little nasty. He said our sisters are focused on a man's penis. She how you say that?
Prioritizes.
Yes, his penis.
Yeah, double side.
But the white woman say the word one more time, black.
Prioritizes.
Thank
Oh,
you.
I got you, baby. Go ahead.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Uh-huh.
She does it. Okay, you know what she does? She goes get a charity organization. She goes and deals with the part of the business that the family have to uplift his name. She doesn't worry about him slinging his dick everywhere. She don't worry about that, which we're not saying that he's supposed to, but she doesn't worry about that. She knows he's going to come home. So our sisters would not even be able to qualify for, these brothers in the NFL and NBA because some of them don't understand the assignment. I want to police your dick and not keep my peace. Because I'm going to share something with you. When he travels out of different states, he go everywhere, whatever. You cannot police this man. If he does it, if he wants to, he's going to do it. And if he doesn't, he's not going to do it. You understand? So it's up to him. So white women don't do what we do. We miss the part where we're the queen. You're already the queen bee. Side chick ain't going to get nothing. She's going to get one night from the chandelier. And I think we miss that part. And this is why our sisters, and I'm going to share something with you, our sisters don't know how to be quiet when there's a problem. We don't. And if somebody get up here and say, that's not true, Black women, you're lying. Because we want to finish the argument. We want to be right. Can you imagine somebody who is just about to have a game and we've been arguing since yesterday and they about to go out and have a game? They're going to lose because we've been arguing since last night. When he come home from a club or a party, you know what that white woman did? She said, baby, I got your shower ready. I got your bath ready. She know he did some bullshit. But she want to comfort him because you want to know why? He got a motherfucking game tomorrow. She know that the priority of the family comes first. And the Black woman ain't going to take that. We ready to go all out war. Now, mind you, you ask for this high value man because that's how y'all see a high value man. Y'all see him as rich. Even though a high value man just means he has good character. But since you missed that, Mark, you can't, you don't understand how to be with a man that is of this caliber. Y'all always drop the ball. And I'm going to share something with you. Just like Dr. Omar said, our brothers be dusty. Okay, this is what he said. Our brothers be dusty, and the snow bunnies be running around them when they dusty. So these same young men, when they're dusty, only the snow bunnies is the one that's cooking, washing their clothes while they're in college, and feeding them while they're in college. Only the snow bunnies are doing that. Because our sisters is like, I'm not gonna be building with you. When you get to the finish line, come see about me. So since we don't want to build, because somebody said, why they always want to make Black women build, but you forget all women build. That's what we designed for. All women build. But they'll always say, we always want the Black woman to build. And you know what, my sisters? Y'all keep thinking like that. You will always miss them. You will always miss them. So what these white women do, these snow bunnies, they build with these young men. And you know what happened? He knows that she's loyal. So now when he make it to the center stage, that's why you always see him drag the snow bunny along. He don't care what y'all say. He don't give two shits. Because you want to know why? This is the same woman who was eating oodles and noodles and hot dogs with him in college. This is the same one who went with him to the library. Same one when he ain't had nice sneakers on, he had on tennis sneakers. Same one that said, "You gonna make it. I love you. Keep pushing." Same one. But if we was in that position, we'd be like, motherfucker, when you gonna get it together? When you get it together, motherfucker? Because I can't be waiting forever. Because I'm about to finish school, and if you ain't got it together, then we can't be together. Then years later, you want to say you know him. You want to know him now. You want to know him after school. He done sign that nice contract. Now you want to know him. And then y'all the same ones who run the social media talking about why all our brothers always marrying these snow bunnies, because these snow bunnies be there from the beginning. They be there when our brothers are dusty, just like Dr. Omar called himself trying to call our brothers dusty. And he ain't got no right to say that foolery in the first place. And I'm done. I'm finished.
If you take a look at this illustration, you will see that God is moving. And God is sending his angels to sit by the warriors and the gladiators of our times. Amen. This is where the world is going, ladies and gentlemen. If you think this bad, wait till next season. Because I told y'all last year at the ESPY Awards, when the Dallas Cowboys, they rolled together. And when they showed that red carpet, all them black men got out, CD Lamb all the way down. White girl, white girl, white girl, white girl. I said it last year at the ESPYs. I said, ooh, wow. My God. So you're going to start seeing more and more. Anissa, hopefully you can go and talk to your sisters and, and tell them they're missing out. It's tough. It's hard. When, it makes you, and this is me being serious, not being funny. It would hurt me. If I was a black woman, it would hurt me to know that I am not desired by my own man. He don't desire you. He don't want to be with you. He would rather go be with the little snow bunny.
Yeah. Can I share a story when you get finished?
They don't really care. I mean, they act like they don't care. So
they care.
They care. No. Well, they only care in retrospect. Because when they have the opportunity, they don't give a shit about what the black man says. So it's really not that they care. It's just that they didn't get their way. Right? So listen, I'm one of those kind of guys who believe that racial mixing, ethnic mixing, and everything else is evolutionary, and what's more is inevitable. Everybody's in proximity with each other now. This whole blackity black and all that's just going by the wayside. Why did you think that white men wanted keep black men away from the schools and integration? Not because of anything else. They didn't want us around their women. That was the real main reason. They didn't want us to integrate. So there's some bad sides to integration. But that's a different story. But what I'm saying is, it's because in proximity, men and women are going to get together. It doesn't matter what our skin color is or what you believe. We're going to be stroking, man. It just happens. That shit is just inevitable.
Yeah.
Oh, but one more thing. I'll be real quick. Men cleave to women based on a hormone called vasopressin. And that means it's not just a sexual act. It's what the woman is willing to do for you to bind you to her after the fact. right? Your testosterone levels go down after you bust a nut. That's the post-nut clarity. But when women cater to you after the fact, that's when you start to cleave to them. And that's what those white women are doing. They're hitting that hormone in you, and that makes you more loyal to her. And the sex act is not it's just the fun part.
Right. As soon as you bust that nut and roll over, guess what she say? Let me get you a hot towel. She come in and wipe it off for you.
Let me make you a sandwich.
Oh yeah.
Let me make you a
aftercare.
Oh, yeah.
Aftercare.
Hot towel and wipe that thing off for you. Make sure it's spick and span clean. And then she'll go throw it in there, go wash her hands, look through the mirror and say, baby, that was amazing. Oh my God. And then she'll say, I'm on my way to the kitchen. Would you like something to eat? Oh, baby. Well, I ain't want to put too much pressure on
Damn, BMU, how you know all this stuff what I be doing?
Listen, long time ago. Listen, do you want something to eat? I do. I don't want to put no pressure on you, but you ain't got to do nothing. No, I want to.
I got you.
That. No, let me love you. Oh my God. Okay, baby, go ahead.
Like, oh my God.
Now, with you with a sister, she the roles are reversed. You go get me a towel. Can you go to Wendy's and get me a 4 for $4? I rest my case, Your Honor.
Yeah. I want to share a story with you guys. I think I've told maybe BMU and Lit about this, but so maybe about 10 years ago, 2014, got an opportunity to meet very, very, very nice gentleman. And so just in getting to know, lived in the Midwest, so just in getting to know him, he's a businessman. I think I've shared it with BMU. One of his closest friends is Robert F. Smith, the billionaire. They've been friends since college, and just talking to him, getting to know him. He's actually from my hometown. That's how I was introduced to him. But I'm just talking to him. He's talking about all his friends. All of his friends are like really, really, really successful men. And so, and all of them are married to white women. And so I was like, okay. I just have to ask. I just have to ask him. I'm like, oh, what is it? I'm like, because I know so many of my friends would love to date, guys like this or be married to these type of men. I'm like, what is it? And he said something that changed my paradigm. And he said, that's because Black women, he said, y'all look at the wrong things. He said, you all worry about a man from the waist down. He said, that white woman is looking at a man from the neck up. He said, the only thing y'all worried about is how good the dick is, how cute he is, how this and how that. He said, white women aren't concerned about that. They want to know where he's going, what he wants, what his family is, what his goals are, how can I help you get there? He said, that's what they're concerned. He said, y'all focused on all the wrong stuff. And he said, and they just move right in and get these guys. And, these men weren't married to tens, these weren't the most gorgeous, white women. But those were their choices. And so it kind of opened my eyes to, we do look for the wrong things, because we'll see a good guy, but, like the 6 feet, 6 pack, and all that craziness, like, that's ridiculous.
Sounds like a chess game.
But he might be 5'10".
Can I piggyback on that?
I'm not going to date him because of that.
What's going on tonight? Am I on the right panel? Is that Anissa? Wait a minute.
I was just about to say, Anissa, I am so proud of you.
Oh,
I got to piggyback on that because
you all trying to give me a bad rap, but
because I lived that. I remember when one of my homeboys, he was on the football team and he tried to tell his girl, who was African American, that he cannot have sex for 3 days because he has to save his strength for the game. It was a really important game, and she didn't believe him. She thought that he was sleeping with somebody else, but he needed to, because the coach made it a mandatory, no sex for the next 2 weeks. Keep your strength within.
That's a
because
lie, that's an old wives' tale right there. But
I hear you, but I'm just saying. But I'm just piggybacking on what she said. Instead of supporting him, and whatever the case may be. Right away, he got accused of cheating, being with somebody else, not wanting her anymore. I mean, why not just take heed? And even if it is a old wives' tale, why not just take heed? Because it does drain a man, doesn't it? Doesn't it tire you out?
No. It's a little women weaken legs. That was Mickey talking to Rocky. No, it's a wives' tale. No, it's not true.
Yeah, you know what? What's her name? Clarissa Shields says during her training camp when she has a fight, she said the entire training camp she do not have sex with her man. She said it would completely distract her and could cause her to lose. She said he can get no cat during the time she in training camp. I was like, damn.
So she actually has a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Not right now. I think she's broken.
Oh, so she broke up.
I'm proud of her. I thought she was batting for the same team or some shit.
Right.
Oh no, I'll let another woman. No, sir.
Yeah.
But the point of it is not a heeding. The point of it is not sticking to the script. If it was told, understood. I mean, do what needs to be necessary to make him successful, not make it worse for the. I mean, these athletes go through a lot. Trust me, it's school, it's training, it's the coach, trying to get drafted. They go through a lot, and to be able to support them, you have to endure a lot of BS. But look what happens at the end. You're at the table at the NFL draft.
But I think you have to learn your man. That's called learning your man. If you want to date an athlete or a doctor, a pastor, executive, whatever it is, that you got to learn your man. You got to learn what they need. You got to learn how to cater to them. You got to learn how you can fit in and add value to them. And that's what I think a lot of women don't want to do, and it's different. It's different for every man, but you got to learn your man and you got to learn to cater to him and what his needs are going to be in order and to help him be successful.
You know what else, Anissa? One thing, take heed. I'm gonna let you rock it out. One of the things that the white girls do possess as well is they don't have. How can I say this? They don't have no you can't in them. When a black man has sex with a white girl, watch this. Stay with me now. When they have sex with a white girl, there is no boundaries. Those white girls, oh yes, oh no, yeah. They down for whatever. You want to stick it? Look, the black girl. Where you been put that bullshit? You better go fuck your mom in that. They're not the white girls. They're going to say yes. Just take your time.
Well, see, that's kind of where I was going, Black, because I thought from what Anissa was saying, I thought the black woman kind of caught up on the sex game, because back in my day, that was the thing. If you wanted certain things sexually, you went to a white woman for it. Don't even go for a sister.
But where did that come from, though, Bennett? Because remember, when we were younger, how were black girls raised? Good girls don't. Like y'all say on here all the time, good girls don't. Keep your legs closed, whatever. White girls were not raised that way. Mm-hmm. White girls have been headmasters.
But
they have been headmasters since junior high school.
Right. I'm not talking about the cause.
It's totally different. So
I'm not talking about necessarily the cause. I'm just saying what the impact was. That was just something it was just known. But now, from what I'm hearing, for what you were saying earlier, now it seems like the black girls are more concerned about the D. So a lot more of our women, especially when you got the Sexy Reds and all these other women out there promoting these things. So it seems like they seem to raise their sexual game. But as you were saying, now it's like the white women are thinking about, again, from the neck up. So it's like it took a generation for the black girls to get to the point. Well, I shouldn't say girls, the women to get to a sexual level that competes, I guess, with white women. But then, so it's almost like the black women are playing checkers, whereas the white men are playing chess, and they're moving on to these other things. That advantage that we had for generations is no longer there, and now we gotta think about other things that advance men. At least that's from what I'm hearing, from what you were sharing earlier. It seems like that's where that's where they move the game. But the black women are like, okay, it's about the sex now. It's about, well, if I just give him that, then he should be happy. But it's like this. Of course, some of them seems like they're still missing out.
Mr. Bennett, the black women do, like, even in the music industry, they do believe that they have to be naked and and have songs to my I suck a dick with a Popeye's chicken gift card.
It's almost it's almost like hypersexual.
Right, like they have to do that. But Taylor Swift go on stage in a onesie and making $100 million, no titty out, no ass out, no nothing, and she making more than Cardi B. She making more than Cardi B, Sexy Red, Glow, all of them put together combined. Hell, she making more money than Beyonce. And Beyonce popping that ass all night. And Taylor Swift sit on a stool with a fucking guitar and making triple what they making. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Go ahead, take heat. I'm just, I don't know.
So what I think is that this is just what I'm just saying what I think. White women know how to encourage. They know how to encourage. I'm just saying, they know how to encourage. They know how to talk to their men. We don't. And only why we don't is because if your mama didn't have a good relationship with your father, okay, she talked shit to your daddy every time you saw them together. Or she was nasty to your daddy. She never showed him respect. So when these girls are in college and the young man may not meet up to par with what she wants, she'll tell him, damn, when you gonna get your shit together? Is they ever gonna pick you to be, on the front line? Is you ever gonna get it? You know what I'm saying? Why are you so stupid? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We talk to our men like they ain't shit. That's the problem. When you have all these cases of women jumping in men's face on social media, right? They just jump in their face all on social media. And we think that makes sense. We think it makes sense. Because they're like, oh, well, he said something to her first, so she's supposed to, she got to protect herself. And then what's the difference in saying your piece and protecting yourself? Saying your piece is that either you can just close your mouth and walk away from him. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to engage. But there are times, even when you see on panels, that you will see our sisters engage. Even when they're upset, they will call him, oh, you got a small dick. You ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got shit. I got more education than you. I live better than you. Mind you, once she closed the computer, she's some bum bitch that live in a 2-bedroom apartment. I'm just saying. Oh. You don't live well. Roaches and rats all around your house.
Lord have mercy.
No shot at apartments because, you need somewhere to stay. But we do not promote our men. We don't. We don't see the value in our brothers, but how is it that all the other women from different cultures see the value? How is it that they immediately, when they see our brothers, they immediately want to rock with them? But us, we don't. That's a problem. That's an inner hatred. Now, I'm not saying all my sisters, because I know some of you are going to come at me. I'm not saying all our sisters. Some of our sisters understand the assignment, but some of them don't. You got some in the chat right now. You got some in your chat right now. Okay? They somewhere with a cat and a dog talking about they got 3 sons they raised into husbands. Okay? I'm just saying. You have all these women running around here talking about I raised my son to be a husband, but you don't have a husband. How you raise your sons to be husbands and you don't even know what a husband look like. All I'm saying is that our girls don't know how to talk to our boys. They don't. And this is why our young boys who are in college and they become amazing athletes, they drag that white girl along. They so proud. They will bring her everywhere. They don't even care what she look like. Some of them snow bunnies don't even look amazing as our sisters, body type and everything. But he's so proud because you want to know why? She was the same one in his dorm room eating oodles and noodles with him and hot dogs. And anytime she got a little money from her mama or her daddy, she said, let us go out together. Or you know what? I saw your sneakers didn't look nice. I wanted to get you a new pair of sneakers. None of our sisters would do that. None of them. Because they were taught, go to school, get your education, don't give a damn about no man. And the advice that they were given was horrible because now they in their late 20s, 30s, talking about there's no good men. But you know how many men you ran into in college? You have missed this young man 4 times. And then when you get in your 40s, you on social media crying, talking about you need a man. I'm done.
So, Takey, you're absolutely correct. I think that they just, at the end of the day, they do more, and people are going to be upset because you said that. People are going to be upset with what I said, what Mr. Bennett said, what Anissa said, surprisingly. People are going to be upset, and but you can be upset. Because I hope it makes you mad enough to be better. Because there's no way, because a lot of people in the chat was like, oh, these white girls ain't got no ass, they got flat asses. You're right. Some of them do. But I'm gonna tell you something, this new generation of white girls, they ain't got no flat asses no more. Oh no, these white girls are fine as shit. And so so let's not do that. Y'all talking about them girls y'all went to school with, the ones that was built like PE teachers. We ain't talking about them. We ain't talking about the ones in the 70s that built like PE teachers, looking like Rocky and shit. I'm talking about these new white girls who say, oh, look in the mirror and say, shit, they cornbread fed. Well, I guess I had some rice and ravioli because they fine.
You know what, black man? You know what's funny, man? My algorithm be algorithming, man. I'm glad you said something because earlier today I was perusing through the streets of Instagram. You know what I'm saying?
Talk to me.
And what happened was I ran across this couple, and it was a white lady and a brother. You know what I'm saying? And they were proud. They were saying, "Here's our 8 children," and there was a white lady on one side and the brother on the other side. And each one of them showed one of their kids one at a time. I was like, "Oh, look at the different variations, the different colors. Oh, I can see a little bit of him and his son, or I can see a whole lot of her and her daughter." You know what I'm saying? And they're all beautiful, chocolatey children. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? The first thing I thought about? I thought about JCPenney's. I thought about JCPenney's. You know what I'm saying? It's like they'll hide the brother from JCPenney's, but you get on Instagram, these white women to show their man off. And you know what's funny? I saw another couple, except for this time it was a brother and an Indian woman. And to see those particular children were looking beautiful. So guess what? Dr. Umar can say whatever he want to say about brothers marrying out, but they still making black kids. They're well-mannered, beautiful children, doing what they're supposed to do. And the women were holding their man's hands. It was a beautiful thing, man. I'm all for love, man. I really am. And my thing is this, when you can raise kids in an environment where they're loved and cared for, it'll make you want to have some more kids. It'll make you want to go out and be a better man. It'll make you want to go out and be a better wife. And that's the environment I think we need to promote. And I don't think our sisters were done a service when they were told, forget about it, man. It's like taking a blindfold and putting a blindfold on them and kicking them out in the world, and they're running in the walls all over the place. Boom, I don't need no man. Boom, I don't need no man. Their mothers expected to be successful. And the killing part about it, it's a cruel game because it came from somebody who allegedly supposed to love them. So their first instinct is to trust the person that loved them, that wouldn't tell them wrong. And it's a sad, sad state of events when your own mother sets you up for failure and she don't even know it, and then you don't even know it until it's too late.
Are you afraid of these facts you're about to get?
Let me say you something. Just to add to that, take the millionaires out of it, because a lot of people say, "Oh, it's just the money." Just one Saturday, and I've said this to several people I know offline. Just one Saturday, just go to the mall and just have a seat and just look at the mall. Go to the biggest mall you can and just have a seat and just watch, and you'll see more interracial couples than you've ever seen before in your life. And you'll see these white girls walking with these black dudes. Some of these black dudes ugly as shit. I'm being real here, guys. Some of these black dudes, black women wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. And guess what? Fine white girl, beautiful blue-eyed blonde hair, holding his hand. He ordering fucking American cookies, and she rubbing the small of his back. She got her head leaned on his shoulder, gripping his hand. I mean, the white girls walk like they can't let him go. Shit, he tried to walk off. She grabbed her hand again. Come here, baby. No. I want the world to see me with you. Them white girls do not care at all how they look, how big, small, tall. You don't see no white women online talking about, I ain't need a 6-foot nigger. No. It could be 5, 6.5. They're going to take them. I rest my case. Guys, I want to shit. I want to bring this up because Dr. I saw the video. I can't put it up because I know they're gonna get YouTube go get that. Damn it, I wish I had time to cut it up in the piece I would. But I want to show this video real quick. Let's move on. Okay. Let's see, where is it at? Okay, here it is.
That made me a fucking man to begin with, because you want somebody that's going to nurture you and validate you and be home and give you all this attention. She's going to be like, oh, all this stuff I was attracted to, now that I got him, I don't want him to have it anymore because he might leave me. He might be interested in another girl. Other girls are going to be interested in that. So they do this self-destruct thing where they start trying to turn the guy into the nice guy. They start trying to domesticate him because we're so wired to take care of our women and protect them and elevate them. We start to do that shit. We're like, okay, let me cut off my wings. Let me cut off the shit that made me man. All the stuff that made me powerful. I was that one. Let me cut off my tribe. Let me cut off all the things that made me a man to begin with, that made you attractive, because you want somebody that's going to nurture you and validate you and be home and give you all this attention. And then guess what happens? The second you start doing that, they lose attraction for you. That's why there's so many sexless marriages. It's because the men did exactly what the woman tried to get him to do. Instead of being a man first, he's like, let me be a husband first. Let me do everything to take care of you. And now she's not sexually attracted to him anymore. And the only time he's getting laid is if the stars line up just right, it's his birthday, or he did all the honey-do list, and it's an exchange of currency. You know, it's like, okay, baby, I did everything. It's Valentine's Day. Can I get some? I'm just not in the mood. Okay, maybe next week, babe. Maybe next week. Like, you're a shell of a man. But that's what women do, is they destroy their men.
Now, let me say this. That was a little choppy. I don't know why. Let me do this. Yeah. They say white men don't talk like that. That's one of the things I want to point out. White, you see white men on YouTube talking about women like that. This white man right here has a huge following. Hell, I don't remember what his name is, but he dropping content every day.
Is that the dude from whatever podcast?
I'm not sure, but he dropping content every day.
No, that's not that dude.
Yeah, no, okay. So, because one video he had, I'm gonna find it. We'll look at it another week. But one video he had, he was alluding to. He said, "Listen, I was married before, and I was a happy wife, happy life type of guy. I wanted to make sure she had everything. And then when I gave her everything, she became unattracted of the man that I became because I gave her everything." He said, moving forward, he has zero tolerance for a woman who comes in his life. He said, the first time I sense an attitude, the first time she says something to me, or she says something, talks down to me, there's no apology needed. You're out of my house.
Did you hear what I said?
He says zero tolerance. He said, you don't get another day in my house if you disrespect me. You out. He's not playing. He said that first marriage taught him everything he needed to know moving forward. Mm-hmm. Yep. So that was that. So what do you guys think? What did Mr. Bennett? Me and you had already reviewed this before. Mm-hmm. But you know, we'll start with you. What are your thoughts on him, real quick, and then we'll move on to everybody else.
I agree with a lot of it, but I think part of it's natural, just given the nature of men and women. Again, men, historically been like the hunter-gatherers, the builders. Women are the nesters. And so, again, once the nest is established, the precedent, the important thing becomes to protect the nest. You're not worried about conquering, and you're not worried about trying to get something else. You got yours. you want to keep it. And I use the analogy from the Rocky movies, right? Remember Rocky 2, right? Rocky was a nobody. He gets the shot with Apollo Creed. Some said he won. Rematch is on. She doesn't want him to fight. So he works in a meat packing plant. He can't hold a job. He can barely read. And he had to just come to a point to say, look, I'm a fighter. That's what I do. And he has that famous speech with her in the bedroom where he says, yo, Adrian, I never said not to be a woman, So I'm saying, please, I'm begging you, please, stop asking me to not be a man. So so again, she had to come to terms. This is who I married. I can't make him into an accountant.
Right.
So she had to, at some point, and you saw it, she got better. Rocky 3, they had the speech on the beach. What's the truth? Tell me the truth and all that. And then by 4, she was like, look, I'm rocking with you no matter what, and all that. So she had to accept. And I think ultimately, just with marriage in general, that's ultimately what it's about. It's about you have to accept the person that you're ultimately with, who they are, instead of trying to make them who you want them to be. I think that goes for men and women. I think both people need to grow in that. If you want a long marriage, I think you have to come to that realization. If your man is an alpha or a world beater, or he goes and he does what he does, and you trying to domesticate him, I think you're going to build up some resentment there. And no matter how successful that he is, again, successful men want, like I said earlier, billionaires want more billions. You're not going to tell me, look, you made enough money and let's retire boxers or whoever it is. You made all, but this is what I do. This is who I am. I would rather die at 50 doing what I do than living until 80, 90 years old, just living, existing. And I think for a lot of women, just people in general, you have to accept that's who you married and stop trying to get them to do what you want and ask, how can I support you? And so, so I definitely think that mindset where women want to, once you have something, you just want to protect what you have. Now, as far as the attraction part, again, I think that's somewhat natural to an extent. Because, again, women, go back in the day. You look for the fastest, the strongest, the most powerful, the most dominant male to have your children with, right? I mean, that was what drew you, hormonally. That's what attracted you to a guy who was the alpha in the group. Well, now you got your kids. Now you got you went through that process. Now you're 40 years old. Now you're past childbearing age. So how are you going to keep that attraction to a man? It better be based on something else. Hopefully it's based on your love, admiration, and respect for the man. But as far as, you getting turned on physically by him as if he's already done all these things already, that's going to be difficult. But ultimately, I think it's about, again, you have to love who you are with. Love them, not your image of them, what you think or what you expect. And that's going to change over time. I'm not the same man I was 28 years ago. My wife has had to roll with the changes just as I've had to accept her for the woman she's evolved to be over time. That's just one of the keys. Acceptance. And so once you start having those unrealistic expectations of someone, you're going to cause some problem in the bedroom and throughout the relationship.
So take heed, if you will, piggyback on what Mr. Bennett said. What are your thoughts?
So I love everything Mr. Bennett said. He's correct. But in marriage, we don't like, I'll share this with you. As long as I've been with my husband, we have changed in different ways, our attitude, the way we behave to one another. But we love each other. We love being around each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would not see my king somewhere without me. I would not be somewhere without him. We just love each other's company. So I know when our nests get empty, we gonna have a good time in this house. But it's just that sometimes when brothers say to me, is it worth getting married? sometimes I wonder if I can really say, is it worth it? Because you will get a woman who has a good husband. He will do everything he's supposed to do. But because she listens to the sound of her mother, she listens to the sound of her girlfriends, she will destroy her home. Or because her husband is in that safe space where he has a routine, she wants to be with someone that's a little bit dangerous that her husband doesn't know, because she want to be fucked a different way. So she'll go out and destroy her home thinking that this makes sense. And because her husband is uh, an average Joe, that he's he's in his safe space. Sometimes when we see men that have a routine, we think like, oh, he'll never catch us. He doesn't know. But then when he catches you and you find out the man that you cheated with was not good, then you're running back to him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. But you have decimated the marriage because you didn't feel happy. You know, once we don't feel happy anymore, we could just do about anything to the marriage, especially when we put our husbands on ice. What wife do you know that be in her right mind that I'm not gonna fuck you for like 6 months? We laying in the bed together. I see you coming out the shower. We not fucking, like we not gonna fuck. We laying together. But women can do this because she wants to teach him something. I can only sleep with you on your birthday. I can only sleep with you on Valentine's Day. I can only sleep with you on Christmas. And these men be like waiting because they don't want to cheat. They're like waiting, like, you know, like a little kid in a candy store. So sometimes when men say to me, take heed, you always promote marriage, but what do we get out of it? And I'm gonna share something with you. If you find the right woman, you get a whole lot out of it. If you find the woman who wants to respect you first and love and everything else will follow, you'll get a lot out of it. But if you get a woman who don't give two shits, but only about the money that you bring in, you doomed. So what the gentleman was saying in the video about how he wanted to have that happy wife, happy life. When our great grandfathers and fathers and grandpa and all this decided that this made sense, they had ruined y'all men. Because you can't keep a woman happy. She got that's inside job. She gotta keep herself happy. That's an inside job. And they missed that. Our great grandfathers and grandfathers, they missed that. And our fathers, they was worried about trying to keep the happy wife, happy life thing. And they called themselves trying to do the right thing. But then the marriage still get decimated because you want to know why? She not happy. She not right inside. She hasn't worked on herself. I always just love when Mr. Bennett say that. When he said that to me a couple months ago, I preached this on my channel so crazy that you gotta clean out everything that is not right in you. Nobody can come clean out anything that is not right in you. You have to do it. Happiness is an inside job. It's you. You got to work on you. This man, he's trying to hold the family. He's trying to uplift the family. You're the helpmate. You're not supposed to destroy the kingdom. He's building a kingdom. You don't go behind him and start tearing it down. So, I'm done. I'm finished.
Now, let me say this, and then we're going to get Embrace the Grace and Anissa. I think to piggyback on what Taki said, I think the happy wife, happy life, I think that's the most toxic inheritance that the generation under the boomers got. Let me explain why. Because what it did was, for spiritual people, for people who claim to for themselves to be Christians, and when you said the first word of that phrase, happy, even the Bible doesn't promise us happiness. It promises moments of joy. Who came up with this? Happy wife, happy life. That means basically you're going to pull away from what God created you to be, which is the man in the head. And then you're going to subject your wife on a pedestal, and then you're going to numb yourself emotionally and physically. And then you're going to take your body through something that it was not meant to go through. Meaning that when she don't want to have sex, happy wife, happy life. So that means you're going to stop your nature. You're not even going to entertain your nature. Get up in the morning, dig hard as I-10, headed to Mexico, and you don't want to do nothing. You're denying yourself because your wife is happy wife, happy life. You become numb to your emotions and what you feel as a man, and you put up on the pedestal. That's why men who are 40 look 60 and women who are 40 look 39. It's because the men are wearing themselves down physically at work, mentally at home, spiritually. They can't even subject themselves to God because they're not even living what God is saying by living through this phrase, happy wife, happy life. These men are looking at their women. It's a shame when a man go to the store and he looking at a loaf of bread and he got to look at his wife to see if that's is it okay to get that loaf of bread? It's crazy. Happy wife, happy life, man. Listen, and the black men, I remember my uncles when I was a kid and growing up as a teenager. I remember them saying, man, you gonna let your wife talk to you like, are you gonna let your wife buy that? You gonna let your wife do that? Man, happy wife, happy life, man. I gotta sleep with that woman tonight. Y'all ain't got nothing to say about that shit. I gotta wake up to that woman in the morning. And I wish I was old enough. I would have said you a new fool. You're gonna let this woman put you in debt. I used to sell cars, guys, 7 years. I sold Mazdas. And this man got his wife a base model Mazda. And he said, this is good for gallon. It was a Mazda 3, 34 miles in the city, 40 miles on the road. And he said, I'm gonna sign up. His wife came in looking all bougie. You could tell he worked himself to fucking death. She came in, oh no, this don't have leather seats. It don't have no rear spoiler. Why we gotta get the 2.0? Why we can't get the 3.2? I don't want that. I want the faster engine. And guess what? He said, happy wife, happy life. He said, go ahead. Now, keep in mind, I've already did the Foursquare with this guy. With $1,500 down, 48 months. You said you need to be at how much? 600. You don't want to go over 600. I got you at $589, sir. When she got that car, the payment went up $45. Immediately put him in debt. It immediately put a struggle on his finances because of happy wife, happy life. I say this unfiltered. Fuck that. So let's go ahead and get to embrace the grace. Can you please?
First of all, hold on, Black man. First of all, let me welcome my brother JT to the show.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to make him wait too much longer before we acknowledged him. You know
what? I want to acknowledge him the right way.
Liquid Thunder.
Well, I want to acknowledge him the right way.
I respect your ambition, Willie, but you got to have vision.
I got my drink in my two-step.
Hey, from the jailhouse to the courthouse.
All right, JT. All right. JT's in the building.
What's up, panel?
What's happening,
boy? All right, embrace the grace. Oh, can you speak? You okay?
Yes, I'm good. When I hear a man say happy wife, happy life, that's some sucker shit. Because it's telling me that man does not it doesn't see value and worth in himself in the marriage. When I hear them say, oh, I said, so what make you last 40 years? Yes, dear. That tells me you don't value yourself as a man in that marriage. And I really don't respect men when I hear happy wife, happy life. I mean, the norm should be happy spouse, happy house. But women like me and Take Heed will take it to the next level and say, happy king, happy kingdom. That's how I see it. Because if the king is happy, everybody going to be happy. Again, it's not about us women. It really isn't. And when we learn that, no matter what creed or color you are, when you learn that, you will find your king. So with that being said, the video that man was talking about, it had a lot of truth into it, because men have learned to deal with their issues silently, and y'all suffer silently. And then we wonder why our men die sooner, or why our men have the highest deletions, you know, out there. Because they're not allowed to express themselves. Men need outlets. If he want to go out with the boys and do what he want to do, let him. That's why you need to get your own fucking life and do your own thing and then come together. But we don't do that. We worry too much about where he's going, what he's doing, what he's spending money on. I mean, yeah, we're supposed to worry to an extent, but not to the point where we're suffocating that person. And vice versa. I mean, I got to, you know, talk to the men too. But at the end of the day, we need our men, but we treat them like shit the most. We need our men, but they do the most for us. We need our men, but we don't give them box. I'm confused. I really am, because I don't get it. But it is what it is. So I agreed with a lot that what this man said on. And look, he wasn't even a black man. It was a white man talking the same shit. It's you know. So that was good to see. Anyway, I digress. My mic is muted.
Go ahead, Loss.
I want to talk to JT. JT, you've been watching, right?
I've been watching.
Right. What are your thoughts on the snowpocalypse, man, from this past NFL draft?
So specifically, are you talking about the video that we just seen, or before?
No, we talk about at the NFL draft. 90% of the black men was represented by white women who were their girlfriends and fiancés and wives.
Oh, was that a video that y'all showed?
That was on the NFL, man.
No, it's on the NFL.
The draft this past weekend.
Oh yeah, I mean it's here in Detroit, so I get what you're saying now. All right.
Every time the draft,
did you go, JT? Did you go to that?
No, I didn't.
There's like 500,000 people out there, man.
It was they're still counting. We're well over 1 million. Wow. We're well over 1 million, and for the first time in years, Detroit was on their best behavior, man.
So
it was pretty dope, man, just to see how downtown was just full, and how you had so many people that came in, and there was a lot of businesses, man, that made a lot of money, man, in the whole city. You know, it was pretty dope. It was pretty dope. But no, I didn't get a chance. Even though I had to pass for all 3 days, I didn't have a chance to get out there and do it. I'm out here trying to get my daughter's stuff together.
Bro. Understood.
Yeah. I was like, well, I was watching it, but anyway, yeah, we dope. We the dopest motherfuckers on this planet, man. They just see the value in us. We just trying to build some shit. That's what we trying to do. We see how fucked up this world is becoming because people don't want to do what's right. They don't want to try to walk into the righteous path. So, you know, we gonna love who love us. We're gonna be with the one that respect and honor us. It's all this colorism shit, man. Look, I get it. We always gonna have, you know, our women that's gonna also, they're gonna always respect us. We gonna respect our women, but it ain't for everybody. You build your family how you build your family. When you look at how many of these folks that's out here that have successful families, and then you find out that, wait, we've been mixing forever. People act like we mixing with aliens and humans. No, we're all human. But I'm gonna tell you, and I mean this. I'm not just saying it because I'm chocolatey black. No, I'm chocolatey black.
I know that's right. Embrace. You got to embrace that blackness.
That's that liquid thunder.
I'm not saying it just because of that, but I'm just saying we are some dope individuals. And one of the things that we needed to do was to find it. I'm talking about as black men, we needed to find it within ourselves, right? It's a long haul. But when you start seeing that we're starting to drop this whole thing of jealousy, men were always jealous of what another man had too. That was one of the biggest things we had going on too. Once we start walking into this path where, listen, don't be looking at no other man's woman or his wife. There's plenty of women out here for you.
But how do you feel about the interracial relationships?
Yes.
You okay with it?
I'm for all of it.
I know that's right.
I'm for all of it.
Amen.
Love who loves you, period. Because guess what? If you are destined to have successful children and grandchildren, it's going to happen. If you're not, you got a bunch of fucking failures. Why do we keep having ourselves to a point where we even like, well, that person ain't dark enough. They ain't black, so, why are we talking about this? Would you rather have a successful white woman or a ratchet black woman? That's your pick right there. You still gonna go with that black woman, even though this motherfucker shows you that her track record is she's a 4x4? She been in 2 or 3 homosexual relationships. Then she comes right back and is that what you want?
Well, JT, they have to understand one thing though, JT. Black women have become Blockbuster and Toys R Us. The white women have become Amazon and streaming services.
That's fucked up too. Let me tell you.
Yes, Blockbuster didn't want to change. They didn't want to go digital. They failed.
If you see where I live, black man, this is the craziest thing. You go in the grocery store, interracial. You go to Targets, interracial. You go downtown Detroit. Downtown Detroit. Detroit used to be black as hell. I went to an all-black school. The only white people that we had in that school, I've only seen them in the yearbook. I've never seen them anywhere else other than the yearbook. High school don't look like that anymore. Interracial. That's just what it is right now. And it's not just white and black. Shit. We talking about Mexican, Puerto Rican. And if you here in Detroit, guess who else is going with the black man too? The Easterns, Middle Easterns. Whole bunch of them. Dearborn, ask somebody about Dearborn. Dearborn Heights, Taylor. That's all. This is what it is. Can't stop it. What we arguing? What are people so up in arms about? That's what I'm tripping off of. Why are they so up in arms?
Because JT, black men have been like this for the last 40 years. Look. And somebody said, Uncle Kevin said, wake y'all ass up. You can be better. You can do better. Why are you waking up every morning to a woman who's calling you a bitch ass nigga? You a hoe ass nigga. You ain't shit. Fuck you. You ain't shit, you black fat bastard. You ugly motherfucker. You ain't shit. You got a job yet? When you gonna get a job? I ain't helping you build shit. This is my money. This is my bank account. You get your own motherfucking bank account. I'm not paying no bills in this motherfucker. I'm not helping you. We ain't doing no 50-50. Why would you want to keep waking up to that when nobody does it like Sarah Lee? She right across the street saying, baby, whatever you need. Baby, I don't care. I will cross the mountains and go down in the valleys and choke a lizard for you. Whatever you need, baby. I got you. The fuck?
And our pain, I'm gonna blame this on y'all.
Oh, fuck
The
that.
exes.
The
I love the boomers.
Can't put this on Gen X.
You got this senior citizen in a damn chat, cussing, calling people nigga, and Lisa ain't got a bunch of kids. That's crayon colors in the crayon box. That little senior citizen supposed to be taking her ass to sleep. The troll.
But see, that's the thing and this is an. Okay,
she too old for this shit.
But we got to use it, JT. We have to use it as for educational purposes only.
Absolutely.
Let's put her ass up on the screen. Now look at her picture.
Let's do that.
She took a piece of weed, glued it on her forehead, dropped it down, snapped the Photoshop, put the shit on the camera, and put it as a screenshot. This is what we're talking about. This is why they're undesired. They're undesired because they talk a lot. But if you put the same energy into your natural hair. And into your natural hair or into your mouth or to learn correct English and stop getting triggered when white women are defeating you on the battlefield, taking your man, and you're at home by yourself, and the only thing rubbing up against the pussy you hadn't shaved in 6 months is your pillow. So this is what we bullshit. Stop the cap. I'm tired of talking to these people. I'm done.
You know we'll make you famous, Lady D. You know we will make you famous.
I'm done. God damn. We got
now go to sleep.
My gun come loaded. I stay loaded. Let's go.
I'm still on one, black man.
I'm over here editing these. Getting these.
I appreciate it.
We still on one. She don't realize that we still on one. Black man came over earlier today and just tore a goddamn panel up and left. We still here. And tell that old lady to go somewhere. Be nice. We gonna be nice to you. Shit.
Oh, y'all leave Lady D alone, man.
Oh, here we go. There go our pain.
She got one more time and she threw. Where
my boy Freezy? She threw.
Are you afraid of these facts you're about to get?
Come on,
women ain't shit.
Why?
Come on, RP, since you want to put your cape on. Come on now. It's on you.
Listen. All I'm just trying to say is you need to send opinions and shit that makes it fun. So we wouldn't be able to snap that if we didn't have people all agreeing. So you need some people out there on the fringes and shit.
We
and
love
that makes
you, Lady
it fun.
Yeah, most definitely.
So anyway, listen, I don't have anything else to say. I already said it, man. I think interracial dating is inevitable. So it's just happening. And we should be happy that it's happened for us to see. You know, that's just the way it is. We're getting closer to God that way.
I got a question for Mr. Bennett. Mr. Bennett, what's it gonna take, man? I don't want to leave the sisters behind, man. I really don't. I feel bad, man. Mr. Bennett, what's it gonna take, man, to help them out?
What, to get black men and women back together?
Yeah, man.
A changing mindset.
Wait a minute.
I mean,
that's 2 times.
Women ain't shit.
Why?
Because women ain't.
That's 2 times Mr. Bennett just be like,
Mr. Bennett, Mr.
Bennett. Listen, I told you guys already. I might be the only one on the panel now. Look, I'm one of those. I'm still one of those blackity black guys, JT. I like black men getting with black women, having black families, and promoting black excellence. That's just the old Pan African in me from back in the 80s and whatnot. That's just me. So I'm never getting off. I'm never getting off that. But I still say to this day, marry who you love, marry who loves you. All of that's fine. But if you're gonna put me in a room, everything else being equal, I'm taking a sister, and for me, I'm taking a chocolate sister.
Even if she's ratchet?
No. I said all things being equal, and I reject that, and I refuse that dichotomy. The ratchet black one versus the good white one. No, I mean I think our opinion used to say this all the time. I think if that what you want, there's women out there. If you want the chocolate good sister, like the one I've been with for the last 28 years, there's out there. If you want that. Put yourself in the circles where where that can happen. So I'm still optimistic that way. But across the board, though, just looking at us holistically, yeah, there has to be a change in mindset where we have to start valuing one another. And again, I don't know how that's going to happen, especially with all of the social media out there that's just constantly telling black men and women that they're not worth anything. So again, I'm just wondering on a daily basis, what are we feeding more of? Are we feeding more positive affirmations about what we can be? Or is all the conversation going to be about how bad off everybody is? I'm not trying to deny the realities. People need to change up, and they need certainly some head surgery to get some things right. But again, what I've tried to do, again, with my family, with my daughters don't act like these women. And I would refuse to raise daughters like that. Our Payne, I know his daughters aren't that way. And neither are yours, JT. So again, for the black men, if you're raising a black woman, if you're raising daughters, train them to be women in all aspects. So again, you can only do your part.
But you know what's bad, Mr. Bennett? You know what the bad? Hold on, just a second, Arpain. You know what the bad thing about that is, Mr. Bennett? Your daughter, my daughter, JT daughter, all great women. But then we have to sit back in our lazy boys and say, but who's the loudest? And who's making it bad for my daughter? Somebody would deny how great my daughter is based on Sexy Red, based on that ratchet hoe down the street on the corner. They say, "Oh, I don't want no black woman." And now my daughter's left without a good man based on the loudest group of women, which are the purple-haired demons. Go ahead.
Well, let me just add something real quick. And
you go after our pain. I'm sorry.
So here's a solution, I think, for some of the younger guys. They're starting to see younger women start to reject what's going on out there. They're all over TikTok, if you're looking. I would challenge, if I was a single man looking for a woman, and I'm starting to see posts of women saying, I don't want my sexy girl era and all this shit, and I want to have a man, I want to have a family, I would challenge it. I would send that woman a DM. I would say, listen, I'm looking for somebody who's thinking differently just like you. So I would start using social media to my advantage once I start hearing women saying shit that sounds reasonable, other than these crazy ass shit that's going on. And so, because women are often, I've seen so many TikToks, not only the ratchet ones, but I'm seeing a whole bunch of stitches saying, well, you know what? Maybe, we had it wrong. I'm still in my 20s. I don't want to share I saw a 22-year-old lady on TikTok saying, I reject all of that bullshit. I don't want to be passed around. I mean, if I was looking and I was a Gen Zer, right, I would try to reach out to her. She's on social media. You could only get denied. And here's the thing.
Every one of those videos is 5 other ones twerking in
It doesn't matter how many of the bad ones. All you are looking for is the good ones.
Just one.
Yeah, you don't need who gives a shit about all the bad ones? You ignore those. And so all I'm just trying to say
one more thing, Arpain. I swear to God, and I'm done. Arpain, tomorrow I'm gonna go in Dallas because Dallas has a huge leasing thing here in Dallas, so you could lease some nice cars. I'm gonna go lease a Bentley tomorrow. I'm gonna go buy me a nice ass suit because I'm big and sexy. So I'm gonna go buy me a nice ass suit, and I'm gonna stand in front of that fucking Bentley, and I'm gonna go to the bank and get $20,000, and I'm gonna count that shit on video, and I'm gonna post it. I could probably get more ass than a toilet seat in the next 48 hours. Just because it's unloud.
Listen, man.
Don't mean a goddamn thing.
Listen, if the
Take Heed said it today. What you said today in your video, in your live, Take Heed said, if you online and you ain't living what you talking, you full of shit. Did you say that, Take Heed?
Okay.
Go ahead.
No. Listen, it's good to be cynical, right? But if you ain't willing to go find out, man, you'll never know. Shit, you ain't. Well, how much is it going to cost you to challenge somebody and say, look, do you really believe the shit you just said on this video? And if you do, I'm looking for a person who wants to do something different myself. I'm 25. Here's my profile. Here's where you can find me. I'm just saying, there's people who say they can't find nobody. I would use the weapon of social media to start ferreting that shit out. I would challenge some of those women. If I was a woman, I heard a man talking something, and I'm looking for a guy, I challenge him. So this whole notion that you can't find anything is just bullshit. I mean, it's all kinds of people on there.
Well, Prince,
I had a follow up. Can I ask a follow up to the lady?
Okay.
All right. Can I ask again? Not to be cynical, but I have heard this term "pick me." I never quite understood what that means, but what do you think the percentage of women out there who are simply just creating this content for content's sake Or what do you think there's some sincere women out there?
What?
Just
answer that right. You know what? My wife is a pick me, and it worked out pretty goddamn well.
Take me too. Yeah, take you to pick me.
My wife is.
But what does that even mean? Like I've heard that, but I don't think
it's a derogatory term made by the hyenas to put the women who might be looking for more in a category that's negative.
Or
right, so I guess it's attributed to like more conservative women who are looking for marriage and relationship and whatnot, and the women who are opposed to that, they call them pygmies. Okay, so it's a
let me elaborate. Can I elaborate? Let me elaborate a little bit more. It's a woman's name. Arpain, let us answer. Give us a minute. It means that we're fighting too hard for the men, and we're advocating them. So we're picking. We're being. Oh my God, pick me. I'll do whatever you want and whatever you need. I'm soft.
Okay. Now, the only follow up. Okay, now I can rock with that.
Talking about chameleons.
I can rock with that. If I had a pushback, my only pushback would be I've seen this is what going on almost 4 years in this YouTube space. I know YouTube's been out long, but this space here. A lot of these same women aren't married yet. So I'm just saying.
Which ones, the pygmies or the ones that are calling us pygmies?
A lot of the women who are advocating for these more traditional trad wives, I think is another term I've heard for that. It's 3 years and counting. It's almost 4 years and counting. Where's the receipts? So that's my only reason why I would be a little bit skeptical in that. Are these women simply just creating content just for content's sake, or are they really serious about wanting to get out of the market?
Don't ask if you don't poke the bear. How you gonna find out?
Get you, Mr. Ben.
I agree. No, Arpain, I'm not disagreeing. I like your approach. I like you laying your big joker down and being like, all right, look, or your little joker and said, look, you got a big one to match it. I co-sign your approach 100%. But I'm just I am a little bit skeptical though when I see women year after year. And I'm like, where's the photo of the dude? Where's the whatever? I'm not seeing that for a lot of these single quote unquote trad trending pick me type of ladies. I don't know what that deal with that is.
Millions are going to be in there, Grace. I know that.
It says here, pick me girls that brag about being wifey material.
Yeah.
That's what the
I'm asking, and where's the husband?
But take heed. If you go to take heed, chat, they call her a pick me based on the fact that she talks about serving her husband. So for the married women who they call pick me's are the women who say, I serve my husband, I'm there for my husband, I do everything for my husband. He asks of me or something, I'm going to do. If he tells me not to do something, I'm going to obey my husband. She take heed is being called a pick me damn near every day.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. They got it wrong. Take heed is not a pick me.
Right.
Take heed has been chosen.
Come on, man.
There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? You want to be chosen. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to stop at pick me.
Yeah.
Because we all got stories.
And a wife can't be a pick me.
Correct.
It goes to that point.
She's been picked.
Yeah, it's already done. However, now what you said, there is some truth to that, Mr. Bennett. When you are actually actively dating, what a lot of men find is that a lot of these women are, what my boy Ricky Williams would say, liars. You're fucking liars.
Liars.
So there's a lot of truth to it when you out there in there, especially when you are in your 40s and you're actively out here in the dating scene. It's crazy. The mindset is crazy. Because again, one of the biggest problems we had, and this is going all the way back 20 years, you had a lot of women that fell in love with the whole ideal of getting married. That's what it came down to. They had the ideal, but they knew nothing about what marriage was about. Why? They never inquired. They just took what they seen in front of them in movies, and they see the end of the what it is that they're looking for, but they don't know what it really entails. Thus the term divorce. It ain't what they thought it was going to be because they ended up being disappointed. And what that led to was an unhappy woman. So for most women, they're chasing happiness instead of living with joy. So when they get in these relationships, they're telling you what they can and can't accept. They're telling you now, they done got so bold with it where they're telling you that you got to have 6 figures in order to mess with them. Ideology is what's keeping a lot of men and women. Now the guys are deathly afraid of women now. Deathly afraid of them. And the younger the guy is, the more afraid of women that they are. This is the craziest part. They can't even go and just ask a woman on a date anymore. It's easier for them to go into that woman's inbox on IG because they can take that. Because if they walk up to that woman, Arpain, and try to approach her, guess what they're going to end up being? On somebody's TikTok, somebody's IG.
They're going
to be somebody's meme.
What they say I don't care. Listen,
no, you won't be.
Listen, all the rejection I had through my life, I don't give a shit about these cavaliers.
Pain, that was in 1901.
Say some bullshit. You know what? Just go up to the chick and say hello.
No.
She's in the back of her throat. I mean, it's just all bullshit, man.
Hold on, Arpain, because you've been retired since 1903. Listen.
No, I haven't.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something. At my job, they just did revisions on contact with employees, right? Because there's a lot of beautiful women that work at where I work, right? I'm going to redact all the company information, and I'm going to bring it here, and I'm going to send it to you. And so you can read it. It says, do not engage in conversation because you don't know if the other person will receive it. So when the HR lady broke it down, she says, you can't go in the morning walking up to a young lady or to a young man or to a young man or a woman to a woman and say, hey, how you doing? Walking up to them because you never know what mental space they are in. You have to allow them to be open before you can even talk to them.
Now, black man, can I ask you something? Now,
yeah, go ahead.
You work in a corporate in a corporate office?
Yes.
Do you get on an elevator?
Yes.
What's your sense now when you get on an elevator?
If
a woman's on getting both of you and a woman at the elevator getting on, do you wait for the next one or do you get on with her? How do you feel? Let me ask you that.
I feel awkward because if I'm standing there waiting on the elevator and the elevator door opens, I'm like, I'm nice. You can go ahead. And she's like, oh, I'll hold the door. No, I'll wait on the next one.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, there's a camera in there.
You're going to Me Too me.
That's sad.
You're not going to Me Too me. Fuck that.
That's sad.
I hear about the elevator.
I don't give a damn what you say. You ain't going to Me Too me.
We got to stop underestimating these Zias, man. They're out there right now protesting and shit like crazy.
Yeah.
This is
don't look at my titty. Don't look at my back. Don't look at my ankles. I'm going to sue you. Yeah, those are.
But you're gonna dress inappropriately, though. Then what?
Stop wearing high waters.
They've already told. Listen, this is the thing. Of course, they're out here and they're so-called pseudo dating. It's not dating. This is why you have it. This is why you got women that are afraid to be in relationships with dudes because they got this narrative that men are worse than bears. You got men scared to be in relationship with women because they scared that they're going to get put on somebody's TikTok or somebody's IG, or even worse, they're going to get Me Too'd. This is a real thing, bro.
It's real.
No, nobody's listen. You guys are tripping, man. I mean, we know it's real. We see it all around us. But the everyday interactions between men and women are going on all the time. Right, so the chances of you saying hello to a woman and all of a sudden you're on goddamn TikTok because she Me Too'd you is crazy. And when first of all, there's no you guys saying there's no solution, right? Because I just said listen to some women who see if their approach to dating has changed, and I said, well, challenge them on a DM. But they said that's fucked up because you can't do that.
No, I listen. I co-signed on it. So
I'm talking about
hold on.
I'm talking about these guys over here.
What was the lady's name? Hold on. What was the lady's name that just did? Hold on. Who was the lady that just did Club Shay Shay? What was her name?
Oh, Amanda
Seales.
Hold on.
Man, I wouldn't want to see. I wouldn't want to be in an elevator with her at all. Oh my gosh,
I want you to get your phone right now and Google it. She said today Shannon Sharp harassed her and forced her.
I know.
You see,
it's crazy.
That's the bullshit I'm talking about.
Asked him for a hug.
You can't pay all women by a known psychopath.
No.
Our pain.
No.
So let me ask you this: Do you believe that social media is now right now where people are actually putting their real lives out?
Yes.
Okay, so watch this.
I just said that if you want to date somebody, you use the tool that's available. If you can't go up to a woman, you got to use social media to your advantage.
So watch this. When you go on IG or TikTok, right? Okay. This is how people meet. That's the biggest dating website. Both of those now are, right? Okay. IG is. Guess what IG on steroids is? Kendra G. Kendra G. Oh. You can do that all you want, but I'm trying to tell you that this is real people.
You see those ratchet ass women? You see those ratchet ass women on Kendra G?
Bro,
I mean, the average dude is not going to pay. I got 17 kids by 20 guys, and I want a 6-figure man. No shit say this, man.
Let me finish.
Come on.
Let me finish. This is IG. You don't just those. Hold on, bro. You don't just have those. And I'm gonna have to start showing you that there's women out there beautiful as hell. On the Kendra G show, it be women. This is a random thing. That's why I just told you. The biggest dating website, ain't nothing fucking with that. Now it's on steroids because guess what she does? She say, I'm gonna put the people together. You come on there. The only thing is you cannot be married. You can't be married. That's all I'm asking. Right, so then when you come up on there, she asks you regular ass questions.
I watch Kendra G's shit.
Okay, so what I'm telling you is this. That's the pick from 20-something years old all the way to 60 years old. This is where you got your pick at. She does this every damn day, bro.
And most of the women on there are ratchet as hell. And that's it, man. I mean, she might have one fucking bathing beauty on there a day or a
what
week.
I'm saying is that she's not picking these people. She's not picking them.
Can I answer a question to the board?
Let's go personal, R-Pain. Is it wrong for me? This is what I told my son. We got to get this in here because she's been over there quiet and smiling, real cute. I think she got a glass of wine.
Drinking her wine.
Let me say this, R-Pain. Is it wrong? Because I told my son this. When you go on a date with a young lady, I want you to go get on your phone, and while y'all together, I want you to have your phone and record the whole time. I want you to hit record, put it on the table. While y'all conversing, going back and forth, put it on the table. When y'all in the car, put it on the table. Put it in the cup holder. Let it keep recording. When you walk her to the door, FaceTime me. I need to see her. I need to see where you're going. I need to back her ass up into the door and say, have a good night. Because what I don't want is her to say, I'm not going to get what I want. That's all a girl have to say. It don't even have to be true. The accusation could kill your career, your life, your college. If all she gotta do is say this motherfucker touched me inappropriately, and she can lie and kill your whole career.
We all know about that. Wait a minute now. We all know about that.
I love my son.
We all know about that. So men and women are still interacting in their own dysfunctional way, right? If a Gen Z guy meets a Gen Z girl and he wants to go out, he understands what he's dealing with. He understands what he's dealing with.
She knows what she's dealing with now.
She understands
drizzle,
what she's
drizzle.
dealing with. So the point I'm trying to make is
she know what she did.
We can sit down here and talk about how effed up it is, looking at the exceptions and the rules. And maybe the exceptions and the rule are very close these days, right? But you can't tell me that Kendra D is the best that the black women have to offer.
I didn't say that. Here, I'm saying that.
So that's not. Listen, all I said.
You what I said.
Let me just finish, JT. I'll let you go. I just said that on TikTok, there's more and more women starting to say they don't want the life that's going on. And I just said, if a guy's looking for a woman, he should challenge that. And if it comes up snake eyes, wait a minute, man. If it comes up snake eyes,
I'm just answering the question. I'm not challenging.
I didn't know it was you. I thought it was BMU from the clouds. Go ahead, man.
So are you then a fan? Because I'm saying why even mess with the social media sites? Are you a fan? And I'll ask this question to the body. Yeah. Are you a fan of online dating sites? Because there you're basically telling. You're basically telling the world that I'm looking for, like, you can be on IG just for clicks and likes, but you go to a dating site, Bumble or whatever, swipe left, swipe right. Are you a fan of those?
No.
Because why wouldn't you not?
No, I can.
Okay, so explain that to me. I can answer
that. Go ahead. So I'm not a fan of them, but I've tested all this shit.
Okay.
You go to Bumble. Bumble is you gonna get you some whores. You go to POF, you're gonna get you some broke down ass women. You go to what's the one where all the celebrities go to? You gotta have you a gang of money just to even get in that motherfucking shit there. You go to
but what about the more conservative ones like eHarmony or whatever? They got black couple, they got black singles, they got the ones over 50, they got farmers only, they got something for
name museums. Yes.
So listen, eHarmony is about the closest that you'll be able to come with that, but I'm telling you, you have to be intentional because again, like my boy Ricky say, they're liars.
Right.
And guess what happens when you go to eHarmony? Because they're paying, they're more in tune. They're more serious about it. If it's free, they're not going to be. However, you're going to have to date with intentions, and you got to be like, it's like a job. You literally have to do it because it's going to take you a minute to find out what's going on. Because in eHarmony, you ain't going to have nobody to say, well, first of all, I'm not with anybody. If you ain't serious about being with me, then you just scroll up or whatever. You're not going to see too much of that on eHarmony. However, they're liars.
ChristianMingle.com.org.
That ain't nothing but damn plenty of fish. That's all it is. It started out with great intentions, but the shit ain't nothing but plenty of fish.
I'm just saying, compared to Instagram or whatever, you won't think that environment would be safer if you want to play that game of trying to meet somebody who says that they're serious about something. If you sign up for eHarmony, you pay the premium fee or whatever, you're there.
It is safer.
Your chances of, if you're intentional, if you're serious about it, your chances of finding someone's going to be greater there than IG, I would think. Right?
It is. It is if they're paying.
I just looked it up. 40% of hookups, not marriages, it didn't say marriages, hookups happen on online dating sites and social media sites. 40%. So for you to say, R-Pain, that everybody out here having these conversations, no. When a dude walk up to a girl, what did JT say 2 weeks ago? He walk up to a girl and say, what's your IG? She give him the IG, he walk off. He'll hit up later on.
You misconstrued what I said, though. You want to hear what you want to hear.
Oh my
God! I'm saying, I'm not. See, you want to hear what you want to hear, BMU, because I just said that if I'm a guy looking for a gal and I'm on social media, I'm listening to what they say, right? And I would challenge them. I'm seeing more and more women talking about they don't want to be part of the whole culture.
Now, what should leave
you in a DM? Is that what you said?
Huh? I said
you said you were challenging. You were going to their DM.
He's on TikTok. We probably all have IG. And if I heard one of those women say, and I was looking, I would throw a fucking Hail Mary.
They're gonna leave you on red.
That's what I'm talking about. We're talking about Hail Marys here.
You weird. Right? They're gonna look at you weird, and they're gonna leave you on red.
Leave you on red.
That's okay. I mean, that's the new kind of rejection, right? Isn't that the new kind of rejection?
They gotta look because they gotta see on your IG that you got motion. Did I say it right, black man?
You on your fucking
you
IG,
ain't got no motion
on it, man. What are you talking about? I'm talking about people who are savvy in the social media space. The Z's are savvy.
Imagine if you in your age group, all the women had millions of millimeters. Imagine if you met Lizzie Mae.
Out here talk about all the problems all we want.
So, you know, all the women in your culture had May at their middle name. So imagine if you had Lindsay May, Annie May.
Had it May.
I feel sorry.
Can we get the women's perspective? I'd like to get the ladies' perspective on online dating sites for a woman to meet a man. I would like to get your perspectives on that as well.
Right after this. Arpain. So you meet Anissa May, and you go and look at Anissa May's page, and you say, I'm going to challenge this woman on what she said on IG.
Yep.
And you send her an inbox, right? The way that women reject you today, they don't even have to say nothing to you. She'll go to your IG and look at you. She'll say, damn, look at this nigga dress. This nigga's corny as fuck. Blocked.
No. Before they block you, they gonna make a TikTok video about it.
They gonna clown his ass.
When somebody come and look at this goofy ass, now you somebody's meme.
That shit should bounce off your shoulders. Just like, listen, there was nothing worse than going up to a honey back in the day, and she look at you and just turn away. Oh, you guys are crazy. Listen, man, you know how much
you call a girl a honey right now. She gonna put you up on charges.
I had to wear glasses. Them motherfuckers was slick as hell, and I was still trying to get girls. They were looking at me like I was fucking crazy. And I didn't go into a shell. I didn't do all that.
So the
rejection back in the day was unfreaking merciful.
I wish we can bring the young Arpain up here. I would love to bring a young Arpain up here, and so he can talk to these women, calling them darling and shit. Hey, darling.
I mean, you can block me.
You know what? I wish God could give me the ability to back up. You know what? God, give me the ability to back up time. Give me Arpain at 25 and bring him into 2024 with that same fucking game he say he got. As soon as he get up there in the fucking DMs, say, hey, darling, she gonna say, this nigga's a weirdo.
Hello, pretty lady.
I was a nice looking guy. My wife was back in the day.
Would you like to go to the movies?
And, you know, you guys can talk
roses are red, violets are blue.
I can see myself eating dinner tonight with you.
I can see myself.
Okay, wait.
I got $2 for the movies.
For the picture show.
Wait, you ain't
going for the picture show. Would you like to go to the?
Look, she gonna tell him first of all, what the fuck is a picture show? Second of all, I don't do movies, bitch.
She gonna leave you on red.
You know what, man? I want to drop the F-bomb so bad, but I'm not.
He talking about going to see a picture show. You on her TikTok? There it is.
Going in the movie theater with you.
All I can tell you.
He got brown pants on and white shoes.
You have to say all the old jokes you want.
With his belt up to here.
You have to say all the old jokes.
The belt slacks.
He got slacks with suspenders. Wearing a golf hat.
Oh my God. All I can say is that I'm still here after Eve cheated on me with the serpent. I'm still standing.
Oh my God. But you know what? Now, before we get the ladies in here, we got some super chats. Let me read them first. Jesus, we need a breather. The Real Bravado Network, $5. He said, I'm moving to Texas. Drizzle.
Just not to Houston.
Yeah, don't go to Houston, boy. Them STIs down there, boy. It's in the wind.
They gonna call you a fuck nigga.
Look, guess what? His ass will be down in Houston. Hey, ladies.
Hey, ladies.
He breathed in the air. The dick burning.
Would you like to go to a picture show?
You cannot like me online. When I roll up, step out looking good, smelling good, and talking good, she gonna like me then. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this
Pheromones.
Now if we listen to Arpain, I'm playing this as Arpain. But if we listen to Arpain, this is what you'll be saying. If you tried that shit Arpain talk about today in 2024, this is what you'll be saying.
Please come home. I got beans and bologna. Please come home.
So thank you so much, guys, for being here tonight. And so I want to, the ladies, I want to hear what you say about the dating apps. But before we do that, because I want to play the video first and then do the dating apps and then go into the last segment of the night. But this video here, now this is on behalf of L.I.T Incorporated. He sent me these videos. I've seen one out of the 3, which was amazing. But I want to share this because I think our pain needs to understand some certain few things. We trying so hard. I want to play this one. Hold on, let me see what we got. Let's see. Yeah, we gotta do something for the culture here. Oh, here we go. Yeah, isn't that beautiful? Yeah, that's one. Let's check out the other one. Beautiful family. Give me one more. Just wanted to put that out there.
Hey man, all those kids are still black, if you ask me.
They are black. They were just stirred in a pan that was more pure. I just listen. I'm just take heed. This is your fault, okay? Hey, listen. It is what it is. Anissa came in here tonight and she said what she said. I am so proud of Anissa. I've been virtually hugging Anissa since she got here. After she said that first thing she said, we got to hear more from Anissa. Anissa, how do you feel about Mr. Bennett had a question for the ladies, and then we're going to move forward to the last segment of the night. Mr. Bennett, could you please ask the question? I'm interested to hear what Anissa been on the road tonight. Anissa, don't fuck this up.
No, so my general question was in regarding to online dating sites, and I'm not talking about the hookup sites per se. I'm talking about the ones that are supposed to be for people who are intentional about long-term relationship or marriage. What is your view on that in terms of, is that an option? Should black women who are serious about finding men to be on those sites, or would you encourage your men to go to those sites to try to find a good woman of any ethnicity or whatever? Just what's your general sense on that? Would you recommend
that? Me personally, I've never been on any dating sites at all. I tend to, I meet a lot of people through introduction. I make sure that people that
You're
know
a big
me
networker,
well.
So you meet a lot of people too. So.
Yeah, people that know me well and my girlfriends, they know that I'm in the market, so they keep an eye out for me. So I tend to meet a lot of people through introductions.
Well,
I don't trust those dating sites.
Stand up, do the unfiltered cam. Stand up and do the unfiltered cam tonight. Go ahead.
Give us a Kendra cam. Give us the Kendra cam.
He tried.
But I don't trust dating sites. I don't. I think people can present them. I mean, I think it's difficult enough getting to know people in real life. I think when you're on those apps, it can tell you anything, sell you anything. I just personally, I would stay away from it. That's just my thoughts.
In other words, and this is because you don't like catfish.
Huh?
That's in other words, you don't like catfish.
Not at all.
Go ahead, Mr. Bennett.
Embrace
you
it.
want him
If you
fishing for the
that.
cat, but you don't like catfish. Okay, we got it. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mr. Bennett.
Anything in life is what you make of it. So if you go online to be a hoe, then you go online to be a hoe. If you a guy to go online to trick, then you go online to trick. But I have seen a lot of successful couples that have been online. I have been on online dating sites. So I can't knock it because there's a lot of people that don't have the time to go out there and meet people, but you just got to do it right. It, like anything in life, what you put into it is what you get out of it. I've heard horror stories that my homeboys tell me, and I've heard horror, but it's what you make of it and how you deal with it, because that's the world we live in now. It's all about social media, instant gratification, and hooray for me and fuck everybody else. But you know, people are just really busy and they use apps. But again, is what you make of it. That's why I feel about the online dating apps.
So did you see the black girl that went on her first date with the white boy that they met online? He cut her ass up into 20 pieces, and all they found
I saw that.
her fucking leg. They only found her leg.
I saw that.
On the
I
first
mean, nothing in life is guaranteed. She didn't.
Yeah.
She should have been somewhere public with him. She shouldn't have had him picked up. You meet somebody there. You tell somebody where you're going. I kept myself safe. You know, I would tell my best friend, hey, I'm doing a meet and greet, because I wouldn't go on dates right away. I would talk to you for a couple weeks, then I do a meet and greet at a Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks. If the vibe was there, we go to lunch. If then the vibe is there, then we do a dinner. I would take it slow and I would take precautionary steps. I wasn't out here trying to smash. I was out here trying to intentionally find somebody. But you had to.
Right, but Mr. Bennett made a point. Just follow this story, look at his fucking profile picture and look at his picture when they arrested him. Mm-hmm. You can tell that profile picture was took 10 years ago.
And that's why I get there early and BMU, that's where I get there early, 10 minutes, and stalk your ass to see that you look exactly what your picture look like. And if you don't, I gracefully exit. If it's not, the vibe is not there, I leave. I say I'm going to the restroom and excuse myself, and I'm out. You don't have to stay in a situation. You're telling me that she didn't feel any red flags, or this guy was creepy, or any creepy vibes? She what?
She did. Gone.
Well, yeah, I know. I saw that story, and that's scary. It really is.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna do online dating, you need to do your due diligence, and you need to triple that.
Yes, you need to. I would send my location to my friend.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm like, once you find out his name and his date of birth and all that, you need to.
You know, I'm
background check. You need to put a background check on his ass.
Versus meeting someone just on the bus, on the plane, or whatever. You have a conversation, and you guys decide to. You think still the online space is any less dangerous than meeting someone
all of it
in
is
the
dangerous.
Supermarket or whatever.
It's all the same crap.
All of it is dangerous. If you're not doing this, most people, especially in our day and time, we met somebody by association, referral. We met people. Normally, that's how we met a lot of people. They went either to the same school, they work where you work at, you knew somebody, a coworker, it could be a family member, it could be a friend of a friend. Like, it was a connection that you had with that person. It's dangerous when you meet somebody and there's no connection.
No connection.
Especially like now, like Anissa was just saying, no, you got to do your due diligence. Mm-hmm. One of the things that helps is social media, especially Facebook. See if they got a Facebook profile. See if they have a professional profile on InLink, right? See if LinkedIn. Right, LinkedIn, or see, especially on Facebook, because on Facebook it tells you who is connected to who is friends with them, right? And you'll be amazed at how many people know each other through Facebook that that knows you. So you definitely got it. It's all dangerous if you're not meeting someone. Even when you meet somebody through referral and stuff like that, the shit could be dangerous too, because they could just be crazy as hell, and the person that referred you to them didn't tell you that part of it. But it's still it's work. It's a lot of work. You still have to do a lot of work, and you have to get in those sites that it's a little more, because catfishing is a big thing. But now you can get past that catfishing stuff if you actually are doing your background checks. I mean, look how many people got YouTube channels. You'll find them. Look how many people got a TikTok now. Most everybody got something. At least Facebook. And Facebook is basically for old folks. It's like for people like me. We got Facebook. The young folks, they don't even use IG like that. They still doing Snapchat, and they got some other shit that they doing. They got local as social media, especially if they go to high school or something. They got their own little server that they be working off of now. So I mean, it is what it is. But I would tell people that if you're really serious about it, try all avenues. If you try with Mr. Payne, I'm gonna tell you, Mr. Payne, if you go out there and try to cold talk somebody on IG or something like that, they're gonna leave you on red, bro. They're gonna leave you on red.
I didn't hear you say anything different. I really didn't. You know, you're using all avenues. You said use all avenues.
Yeah.
So then you didn't say anything different than what I said. So that's just one of the avenues.
No, you
so,
out there
listen,
talking
all
about
I'm just
taking
trying to
somebody
say is that
picture.
I would narrow my search because
Picture
if I was
show.
on a dating app, they could put anything on their page. I would like to hear what they have to say first. If somebody's saying some shit that I like, I might challenge them. That's all I'm saying. The shit might not work out. So what? So what? You know, so I mean, listen, you can go on a dating app. This shit might not work out. So what?
It's not the same way that we did. Even me, Arpain, back in the day. The same way I walked up to a female back in the day, because I wasn't scared of no female. What the fuck? Why?
Right.
But the same way I wasn't scared of a female, same way you wasn't scared of a female, we can no longer do that without girls saying, you creeping me out, nigga. This is weird.
It depends on what you say to them.
No, it's not what you say.
Arpain.
You walk up to them. They don't want to.
See, you have daughters.
Listen,
you don't know what the boys go through.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on for a second. Listen. You know, I notice that guys are awkward because they stay on these goddamn social media sites. But if you're in a social situation, I'm not saying just a stranger randomly walking minding their business. If you went up to a woman and said hello, you think you're gonna go to jail for that? If you got that kind of mindset, you're crazy, man. It's
no, you
bullshit,
gonna get embarrassed. Ew, brother.
Come on, man. What's embarrassing? If you say hello to somebody, I'm not saying try to strike up. You could tell from just a hello whether she says hello back and she looks at you like you crazy. Right. You know that's not a good hello. To me, that's an opening line. I always use hello.
It ain't the same, bro.
It's the goddamn same. Fucking people are people, man. And that's one of the reasons why you got all these guys frightened to say hello to somebody. That's crazy.
You know why it's not the same?
Well, it has nothing to do with age, man.
I'm saying, you know why it's not the same?
If you're in a social setting with a person,
I'm not saying that you're wrong.
You guys trying to tell me if you're in a social setting with a person that is somehow taboo to just say hello?
Okay, Arpain, when y'all went to go see Blazing Saddles, it was okay.
I don't believe
I'm
that.
I'm saying, listen, when y'all went to go see Blazing Saddles, it was okay. What I'm saying is today's time, people don't communicate anymore. People's social skills are fucking in the negatives. They don't. Everybody talk to everybody online, on Instagram, on Facebook, inbox,
DM. Talking to them on Instagram.
Arpain,
what
kind of phone you got?
No good. So you guys are all over the goddamn place.
No, Arpain, what kind of phone you got? You got an Android or an iPhone?
Got the one you had
I got an Android.
You got an Android. You definitely ain't gonna get no rhythm, bro.
Okay, because it comes up.
You ain't gonna get. I got an Android too. You ain't gonna. You got a green dot. Ain't nobody talking to you. You left on red.
Know what? And that would eliminate a
you are left on red.
That would automatically eliminate me talking to a superficial fucking chick.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
I just saw a post.
Because you got an Android.
I just saw a post today. I saw a post today, and I'm going to screenshot and put it on the screen. A girl said, "What the fuck is wrong with niggas approaching me with Androids?" She said, "You got a fucking Android? You can't even fucking talk to me."
Yes.
Because she's an asshole.
She fine.
No. Listen.
Who cares? She's fine.
You was on
right now.
Come on, man.
BMU. He was over there on This Might Be Risky, right? With him. Yeah. They were talking about damn Android so bad over there. The young niggas, they was all saying, nigga, you got an Android. Throw it up against, what him say? Throw it up against the wall. Maybe it'll work. You get Android shamed. And the younger they are, and you got an Android, try to get your kid an Android and your kid is 18 years old. Try to get them an Android and they out there in that social world. Try to get them an Android.
You know, I want to move the conversation a little bit further. Take heed. I see you with your finger up. Come on, save us from this conversation.
I can't save you. I can't save you. I got to join the foolery. The side part, and I love what our pain is saying, but I'm gonna share something with you, sir. The problem is that back in the day, right? When a man liked the woman, he could walk up to her and say, "Sis, how you doing? Let's meet up at the roller skate." You feel me?
Yeah.
Let's go to the movies, whatever. She didn't have her girls around her like, oh, he a lame, he this, he that. Let's put him on IG. Right now, the young girls, when you walk up to them and you just say, "How you doing? You look beautiful today," they immediately get on their phones and say, "Look at this nigga. Look at this nigga with this outfit on, trying to talk to me." Mind you, you probably look nice. But she clowning you, and I'm sorry, I meant to say ninja. She clowning you because you just said, "How you doing?" And it's just how you doing, our pain. The women are a little bit different now. Yeah. It's not the same. And I feel what you're trying to say, but what it is that the difference of back in the day is that if you got shut down, right? If you got shut down back in the day, it was only a group of people that heard it. Okay. A small group. But now when you get shut down now, the whole internet know about that shit. The whole internet. That's all over the world. That's the whole internet know that this woman shamed you. Okay? That's the problem. Now, one more thing. Now I got to give you some pushback, BMU, real quick. So when you said that she pure, the pot is pure, let me share something with you. You know I was going to give you some pushback.
She wasn't going to let that go.
Now, let me share something with you. Let me get it right. The melanated sister, okay?
Oh, Lord.
The melanated sister, we are the originals. My brothers, we are the originals. Anything that they need done in the world, they got to go through where? Africa. Anything they need done, it has to go through the motherland. We are the originals. Do you understand? And it's sad to say that. But anytime they want to work on something, it has to be done through us. Mm-hmm. And I keep telling my people on my channel that, listen, if they can destroy the originals, you see how we all at war with each other, right? If they can destroy the originals, it's easy for them to get rid of the copies. Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to sit up here and say that it's pure. I'm going to say you love who you love, and I respect that. But let me share something with you. Ain't nothing like the love for a black woman and a black man. Ain't nothing like it.
I want to, can I say this? When I said pure, I meant intentions, not pure
Okay.
Yeah. I meant their intentions are more pure. Like the black woman to say, "I'm going to get with this nigga and take all his money and leave him in 6 months." The white girl's holding on to the checkbook.
Okay, you threw me out the left part with that one. But I wanna respond to what Mr. Bennett said. So I have never been on a dating site. I don't know anything about dating sites. Even before my king found me, I ain't know nothing about dating sites. I met my husband in a laundromat. And the only thing that happened is that he was putting in the clothes in the wrong way. But then later I found out that was a trick. Later I found out that was a trick because he was scoping me like a few months before I even knew about him. He used to see me walk into the laundromat because there's 2 laundromats in Elizabeth on 3rd Street. So I would go to the laundromat that was closer by his place. And he said all I saw was a big butt rolling down the street. So he looked and he was like, "I like this woman. You didn't know me from Adam. You didn't know me from Adam. You just knew I had a big butt. That's it." So he saw me go into the laundromat. He hurried up and went to the laundromat and tried to act like, and mind you, the place is huge. He went in there and just act like He didn't know what he was doing. And I walked over to him because I'm nosy. I walked over to him. I said, "Baby, that's not how you put those clothes in me. They ain't gonna get washed." And he turned around. He said, "Can you help me?" I said, "Yeah, I can help you." I helped him sort out his stuff, and I went back to doing my clothes. And then he came over and was like, "I need your phone number." I was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, I need your phone number." And I was like, "No." And he said to me, "I want to be your friend." I said, I don't want friends. I don't need friends." He said, "No, I want to be your friend." So now that's what I don't agree with the dating sites. I'm sorry. I don't think, I think you can meet somebody, but you gotta meet them in special places. It's gonna be the laundromat, the grocery store. You know, you was shopping on Broad Street somewhere. You know, you went to the library. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in all that dating site because you can meet the devil incarnate on a dating site, and a lot of these young women are meeting them. They meeting them, and the first thought that you think, you just met somebody, the first thing you think is, this okay to go home with this stranger? Can you imagine?
And look at this, look at this.
This may be crazy, but I was thinking, what kind of grown ass man has an Android? like what are you really about? Trying to tell
some dudes still have to flip the old BlackBerry. Got the BlackBerry still.
Yeah, but she's an idiot, though. I mean, you know,
there are a lot of idiots.
No. And I'm gonna share something. Once a woman says something, okay, and Boosie said it at best. Shout out to Boosie.
Come on, Boosie.
Saying nonsense sometimes, but Boosie said it at best. All you need is a woman to tell a man that shit don't make no sense. They'll stop it. Mm-hmm. So now you got the woman talking about, if you got an Android, you ain't this and you ain't that. Now I bet you all these young brothers gonna go get Apples or iPhone, whatever they call them things. I got an Android. Everybody in my house got an Android.
Oh, it'll be a song.
I got an Android too.
I got an Android.
It'll be a song out next month. Mm-hmm. If you ain't got no Android, it's gonna be a song out next month. You better get an Apple. Oh Lord, no Android. Listen, it's gonna be out next month.
Don't get me started. Full of that liquor when I step out in the club.
I'm just
so our pain. You walk up to her, she say, "Oh, I'm gonna give you my IG," and you pull out your Android. She gonna say, "Oh, this nigga got a Galaxy, y'all look."
Yeah.
And I would walk away without even worrying about it because she's an idiot. I don't have to suffer a fool just because I'm worried about IG.
One idiot.
So there's not a so there's not a dating site for Android only. I mean, no. I mean, put all the stuff up. Just put it all. Yeah, I got all the folks who got Androids. Y'all should have a place to meet. It's just.
No, the thing is this. I love Android. But I'm well in. Man, I got one of them top of the line. Ain't nothing a damn Apple can do with what I got.
That's right, JT. Technically, everything that we have, when that eclipse happened, and people taking pictures, them fucking iPhone fucking cameras were fucking trash.
Yeah.
And so, and half of the shit, if you go look at the logistics of it, shit, half the shit Android came up with, Apple put it in their phones. That's why they sued them. They sued them. They stole every fucking thing from Android and put it in their phones. So they sued them.
But how is it every time when they come out with a new phone, the old ones break down? That does not.
Right.
I think that's a setup. Every 2 years.
Yeah, that's intentional.
It's called planned obsolescence.
So I want to ask y'all a question. This is the last segment of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all for being here. We got another super chat. Who is this? We got two. Big Ant 11 with the $10 super chat. He said, "Respect to the panel. I'm not taking any dating advice from."
But thank you for the $10.
Thank you for the $10 super chat. Appreciate it. Embrace the Grace said, "These young folks have no social skills and are socially awkward." That is absolutely 100% correct. And our pain just don't get it at all. We trying so hard to help this nigga. He don't.
I do get it, but I do get it. But you guys are succumbing to the goddamn matrix, man.
We not succumbing, man. We
just shut up.
Hold on, Bishop.
Just reporting the news, dog.
Let's get Bishop
wait a minute. Hold on. Before y'all kick my ass, Take Heed just went through a whole soliloquy how she met her guy. Maybe she's half my age, but still, he still talked to her. Right?
But this was over 17 years ago.
So, wait, hold on for a second. Just wait before I'm gonna shut up real quick. I disagree that
you gotta cut that up right there, black man.
Can't say hello to a woman anymore. I don't give a shit what you say. The shit might work, it might not work. Who gives a shit if she takes a picture of you, she's eliminating herself. So you go to the next.
She's eliminating your ass.
She didn't eliminate me. I go to the next.
Hold on, because when you go to the next, when you go to the next girl, when you go to the next girl, Arpain, they're gonna be like, "Ain't that bald head nigga that went viral for trying to talk to a
TikTok?"
Papa Smurf, you know what I'm saying? Asking for my phone number.
50% of those women said, "What the fuck is wrong with her? This guy looks okay."
Oh shit! Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Their followers, Arpain. Their followers.
Bow down to the bullshit.
Arpain, there's no more Lindas.
Yeah, ain't no more Linda May.
Ain't no more Patsies and Lindas. There's no more Mildreds.
And Take Heed.
Mildred gone.
Sadie Mae
gone.
And unfortunately, Take Heed, when she was going through the list of places like the laundromat and all that, the supermarket, yeah. Unfortunately, the one place you didn't mention was church, but that's another.
Not in today's church.
That's you ain't did nothing over there.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bennett. Let me share something with you. They not in the church, Mr. Bennett. I'm sorry.
I know. I get the book. You know, I get the Barnes and Noble. Shout out to Barnes and Noble and the old Borders and all that. Look, I agree on
Mr.
all that.
Bennett,
Yeah.
I'm gonna share a little tidbit with you. Those ones in the church, if somebody married them, right? Somebody married them. The pastor gonna come first.
Facts. No doubt.
He not
no
gonna
doubt.
get, oh hey, how are you?
Hey James.
He not gonna get the love and attention that he needs. The pastor coming first, Mr. Bennett.
100%. No question there. Now I know. I just know it was just an observation, but I agree with you.
And your cheeks.
I agree with you.
Chicken and cheeks is what he's gonna be doing. Let me get Bishop Goodjoint out the way for those super chats, and then we'll get into the last subject of the night, man. Thank you, James, for being here tonight, my brother.
What's up, I came in a little late, so I don't even know the topic, but you know I love your panels anyway, so I just came in, bro.
Okay, absolutely, man. We got one for you, man. This last one gonna be we gonna need you on this one because this is gonna get rough. But Bishop Goodjoint.
Did y'all
know PhD?
I want to run out of that church so fast I might hurt something. Or shove somebody. Or both. Shove, hurt.
Man, so tonight, for the last segment of the night, this is going to be a great conversation, our exit conversation tonight. A dogged out woman is the most loyal. Good guys are played out. All right, now I want to try to lead you guys into this real quick. How many times have you seen a man be with a woman and you see a man dog a woman that either way he cheating on her, being physically abusive, verbally abusive, so on and so forth, and she stays with him. No matter what he does, stays with him. But then she'll somehow that dude will leave her for somebody else, and then she'll end up talking to another guy who is a really good guy, probably a church going guy, maybe want to take her to church, maybe want to take her to the orchestra, maybe want to do something nice with her, and she's not about that life. She don't want to do that. She's making him wait. He can't hug her, he can't give her a kiss, he can't hold her hand, all that other stuff. She just it's just too much for her. I think that these guys, I think this is a real thing. I think that women who go through traumatic experiences with men, they like it. They're driven by it. But a good guy don't have a shot. Somebody tell me I'm lying. James, we'll start with you since you just came in. How you feeling tonight, brother?
You want to know why they say, the bad guys who make these dogged out girls. A dogged out girl is a woman who knows it because that's all you've been dating. And you say a good guy's played out because you never dated him in the first place. You don't even know what they're like. But good. I was a nice guy growing up, and I appreciate it. And because of that, I have no kids, no drama, no scars. I don't have a lot of. The only damage I got in my brain is my horrible, horrible family who treated me like just off the wall bad growing up. That's all I had. The church. There's things that the church should be doing. It should be a matchmaker. It should be a financial advisor. They should have all these talents and skills that come into the church, real estate agents, bankers, all that. They should be bringing them in and having sessions with all of them and bringing all the church people in and teaching them and stuff like that. And a little bit of God here, a little bit of God there, because the church has never done anything for Black people but make us soft and weak and make it easier to take advantage of us. Okay? There's proof of that. There's proof of that. The church has done nothing for us to make us soft and weak so that the world around us could take advantage of us. I travel the world, okay, and we're laughed at in that sense. Right now, we have turmoil within our groups like fire. It is bad. The colorism, the vitriol, the Uncle Toms that are actually, the thugs that are in the street that are actually Uncle Toms, but they don't even know it. Why do you think they go by like, what up that? Who that? That's Uncle Tomness. It's in there because when a white dude comes by, straight. Yeah, I'll dig in. I'll dig in deep. All right. Now, we have plenty of good men all around. We brothers, we know, we see him. We be, that's brother right there. I introduced my daughter to him. You know what I'm saying? That's a good dude right there. And probably ain't had nothing with a girl in almost 7 or 8 years. And y'all be like, 7, 8 years? Oh, he weak. Oh, he a simp. The dudes come in. Man, I be getting girls mad at him. What up, girl? Hey, let me get your number. I got 5 kids. I take care of all of them. Oh, he good. And then me sitting back there like this. Where my passport at? Peace. I could keep going, but Hilltop, no, I'll take over the damn show. So I have to stop and then let y'all come on. Hilltop, I can't stop sometimes, but I'm getting better at it though. You saw that, right? I'm getting better at it.
We ain't have to tell you to land your plane.
Nope, didn't have to. Didn't have to do it.
The funny thing about it is I'm glad you mentioned that because I get a chance to talk to people from New York all the way to Honolulu in one day. And when I tell you, when I get out to Hawaii, those are some of the nicest people I have ever talked to in my life. And it's everybody. It's the women, it's the men. Those people are just pleasant and sweet as punch and pie. Let me tell you, I would rather hang out with them than to hang out with some of my own folks. You know what I mean? Because these people are pure at heart. They speak to you pleasantly. They act like they don't want to hang up the phone when they get through talking to you. Well, you have a good day today. Well, you too. Well, you have a good day today too. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. When I talk to somebody, man, from New York or somebody from Atlanta, is what you want. You know what I'm saying? Hanging up the phone before you can finish asking your question, never really researching what you're looking for. You know what I mean? It's crazy. And the thing about it is, I know it's possible. We just choose not to. But my question is, why do we choose not to? Grace,
you ever been to Japan?
Why
My
do we
cousin
choose not
came
to?
back from Japan.
Go ahead.
She
Go ahead,
was
James.
blown away. I mean, she was doing this. Y'all know our sister. Let me tell you, okay? She don't do that unless she's really, really inspired. Because to a world, it's like either show me good positive energy or get out of here. Those are my cousins. That's my whole family. Show me positive energy, good vibes, and nothing will bounce. I don't want to talk to you. I don't even want to see you. You might make me feel bad. I need some water. She went to Japan, and she had the exact same experience as I did. She was treated good. She said she was literally felt like she was in heaven. And I'm like, I know. But China, big difference. We go other places and go other groups, and it's like, wow. But some of us do it wrong. We go to some white folks and be like, oh, we got your back, but it's the wrong. It's an illusion. It's the racist white folks. And be like, we could use that one. And they treat you like gold. You ever see the big cock diesel black dude standing with all the white dudes? Whenever you see that, take precaution. I've come across them before. I've had to fight them before. It didn't go well. A little bit. It started out well, but it was kind of big. I had to use a weapon. It's true.
You know what, James? My whole
when I finish my book about me, y'all gonna love it. Y'all gonna love it.
See, James, this is my question. Why do we choose not to be nice to each other? It don't cost you nothing. Do we not know how to do it? Clearly, we know how to receive it. You know what I'm saying? Because when somebody's nice to us, we change.
No, what we do is we relax. It's not a change. We go, all right, cool. It feels good that we don't have to toughen up for some dudes be like, oh, he weak. Let's go mess with him. Oh, you soft, man. You ain't no foundational black person. You ain't mad enough. That's how you got to be angry to be foundational black now. You got to be angry. And I said reparations. I said, no. I don't want to just give a bunch of paychecks and then walk away. I said, I want foundational financial support. I want free taxes and free education and free medical and an actual enforced federal organization that actually has to help us in all kinds of aspects of the United States. There are still racist laws in place, and they could just pluck them out until it's clean. And then I want, more than anything, a racist law that is just as good as what they have in Germany. You get caught saying or doing anything racist, you go to jail. That's what we need here. Like you can't say nothing. You can't say nothing racist in a like news and well, Fox News would disappear. You can't do it on YouTube. You can't do it anywhere. You just can't do it. Why? Because it causes us stress, death, and beyond. So with that I disagree 100%. Reparations, I want that law.
Disagree with
just
that.
as clear as if you had how taboo and against the law is it to just talk about child molestation?
Yeah.
And somebody said, how's that compared? Child molestation worse than racism. I said, whoa. Racism leads to child molestation and beyond. You need to read. You need to know your history. Have you any idea? They come for our kids the most. They don't come for us because they know they're gonna have a problem. They could die. You come for me with a racist. If you mad and you racist coming at me, my goal is to take your life because I know you're coming to take mine. That's what grown men. That's how we roll, and we're strapped. Well, I'm in Germany. I'm not strapped right now, but I'm at home. But that's how we roll. I don't want to have to do that. I want to have a law to be like, call the cops, put the phone out, racist, race that, do that, boom, you gone. See ya. Job, money, financial, everything. I could
this is
automatic
bullshit, man. Come
automatic
on.
jail time.
Wait a minute, man.
No.
What are you talking about, man? You can't talk about putting people in jail because they have views on racism. You're talking about censorship that will destroy the whole goddamn country. Where's the slippery slope you're talking about? You know, they have a law. They have that. No,
I mean, how it could work against?
Okay, wait a minute. You can't talk about if somebody because some of it is subjective. You have McCarthyism all over the place. They have a law sitting in Congress waiting for people to vote on that if you say something against a Jew, they want to arrest you for it. Do you understand how dangerous that shit really is?
No.
I mean, come on, man.
Nope,
you cannot talk about
different.
censorship and just let that shit ride because you don't like what somebody is saying.
We're under censorship. Hold on, guys. Hold on. We're under censorship now on YouTube.
Yeah,
I can give you 5 words. I can give you 5 words right now. You saying
putting you in jail for it, though.
Yeah, shut it down.
I ain't putting you in jail for it. I mean, you know how crazy that sounds? I mean, what you're talking about?
No,
No, but I'm saying I'm not talking about going to jail. I'm not talking about going to jail. I'm not talking about going to jail. I'm saying you
people for
Arpain.
words.
I'm not talking about going to jail. You talk
about man.
Arpain. You're talking about censorship. I'm not talking about going to jail. I'm saying
That's what he
censorship
just
is
said.
every.
Make it against the
I
law.
understand what he said, but
No,
I'm saying
I
when he
didn't.
brought up censorship,
That's
I'm
not
just
what I
focusing
said.
on that. Censorship right now, there's censorship right now where we are right now on this platform. If we say the wrong shit, my whole page gonna go dark. It's gonna shut my ass down.
And you don't get that money you made.
We keep moving the goalposts. I didn't say that there's not censorship. I said you can't make it against the law. That's a big distinction.
To be racist.
Like, how you know if somebody's racist? Because they're going to say something you don't like. How do you some of racism?
That's how laws work, sir. Could you let me speak?
They probably
no, you just
make sure you understand what I'm saying.
Man, explain to me how.
No.
Arpain, listen. James has about a 5-second delay, so when you talk over him, you guys are making for bad viewership. That's the reason why I muted your mic, because I didn't think you needed. I don't think you knew he had a 5-second delay. When I was talking to him a few minutes ago, when I was talking to him, I understood that, so that's why I was caught. We have to give each other time. We're gonna let you rebut what he said, and we'll let you get back in. Just to be fair, to let you know, we don't want to step on top of each other. That's all. Go ahead.
So here's make sure you understand what I'm saying. I didn't say censorship. I said straight up racism. And the way laws work is they're written up so that you don't have to constantly explain what you're presenting to the judge over and over again. They know what is considered racism. Just like taboo with if you say anything that supports child molestation in any way, presented, you are going to jail, and all of us are going to pummel you in any way we can. You can't hurt children, just like you can't say bomb on a plane. These laws are in place, and they're written specifically to make sure that we don't just zip it to everybody till we can't say nothing. That's not what it's about. We're getting away. The stuff that Fox News understands what they're doing. Okay? All these personalities that speak we have a lot of them. We have our own people, the Candace Owens of the world. They learned how to hide it and do it in a way that keeps growing and enhancing and creating the Gen 6 of the world. One day that Gen 6 is not going to go after the government. It's going to come after us.
All right. So what I want to do now,
you're going to look and you're going to see a rainbow.
Right.
A
so
rainbow of people, because they have figured out a way.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. I want to get. So I want us to get, because we got derailed a little bit. So I want to get back to the dogged out part, right? Why are these dogs? So I want to get one of the ladies like Anissa. I'm getting Anissa in here. Anissa, dogged out women are the
drinking
most
her wine.
Is there a truth to that? Because that wine got on time. Is there a truth to that?
Well,
our good guys play it out.
Well, I definitely don't think good guys are played out. But in the example that you gave, I think, you said women that are dogged out, that, the guy can cheat on her or abuse her or whatever, and she stays through it. Oftentimes that woman has her own issues. That's a self-esteem issue. She probably has become trauma bonded to that man that has mistreated her. And so even if she does get out of that relationship to move on, she's so trauma bonded that she cannot recognize or see a good man when he comes. So, definitely good men are not played out. Good men move differently. Their values are different. Their morals are different. Their standards are different. And if you are not in the right mindset, if you have not worked on yourself, if you have a low self-esteem, if you've been trauma bonded, if you have not been raised to recognize good men, you will absolutely overlook them and miss them.
So do you know, I'm gonna ask you this, do you know that there are some women out there who want a good man, but there's limitations of how much they'll take? So let me give you an example. If a good man's talking to a woman, she'll get to a point, she'll say, God damn, you too nice. Shit, you passive as fuck. I can't deal with that. It fucking, like when most women be like, that's fucking with me, the masculinity. I need to see some King Kong shit. I'm not seeing that from you. Like, do you know there's women out there that really dismiss men because they don't show enough aggressive behavior with the women?
Yeah. Some women like to be quote unquote handled,
Exactly.
So if you can't handle me, that means that you're not masculine and whatever.
Exactly. You need to tell me what to do. You don't be asking me, baby, what you like. No, you need to tell me this is where we going. This is what we eating. This is what time we gonna be there. Like a majority of the women want to be told, because guess what? It has a lot to do psychologically, because I think a lot of women want a daddy. They want a daddy and they want their man in the same body. And so they want to be that man had that authority to say, you're going to do what I say. Oh, I'm getting my daddy. And then when you're in that bedroom, I'm getting my man. I got both. I got everything I need. I'm not leaving this nigga. Right? That's what they're saying. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. Embrace the grace. What are your thoughts, honey?
Tupac was told that. Tupac was told he was too nice.
Oh, whoa. Yeah.
Did y'all know that when he was a young kid, he was told he was too nice by a girl, and it changed his whole
That's
thing.
when he was in the performing arts school.
Mm-hmm.
I know Will Smith was told that by was that one of the ladies from Salt and Pepper?
Yep.
Oh yeah. So, was it? It was Pepper. It was Pepper.
Mm.
And that's when Pepper was like, "Ooh, man,
Pepper was. Boy, she was tough.
Oh, have mercy.
Have
I saw
mercy,
her in
Jesus.
person.
Father God.
Look better in person than the video.
Okay, so the thing is in order to recognize a good man, and you guys are always going to hear me, you have to first be taught to appreciate, value, and respect men. And if you don't have the example of what a good man is, how will you know what a good man is? Okay? And furthermore, we have to consider there is something called as the battered woman syndrome, that they grew up in a toxic environment and they only have seen, okay, well, he beats my mama, she must love her. So that's to her is love to her. So if he doesn't beat me or he's not toxic to me, then he doesn't love me. So the woman doesn't know any better. It's not that they like it. Some do, because these kids are toxic. Okay, they'll block each other. Well, why didn't you reach me? Well, you blocked me. Well, you should have emailed me. You should have done something. I mean, it's like they like that. But a lot of times women don't know no better and they don't know how to get out of it, or they weren't taught. So how do you know what a good man is if you've never had an example of a good man?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I grew up with my dad. I had uncles, I had cousins, I had men all around me all the time. And most of them were all married. You had your little black sheep of the family, but you have to get it from a young age. And most women don't even interact with a man till they go to college. And by then it's too late. And then that's why a lot of them will go to Becky and somebody else, because they don't want to deal with that. So with that being said, I think it's a combination of both your environment, how you were raised, and the example. Because again, I know to me, all men are great. You got to show me otherwise. Okay, I give you an A. It's up to you to keep that A. That's how I treat men, because I respect and value men. Have I gone through my shit with men? Absolutely. Have men hurt me? Absolutely. But I'm not going to X y'all out, because at the end of the day, I love y'all and I need you. So with that, I digress. My mic is muted.
Take heed. I want you to come on in here. But take heed. I also want to add a question. Why is it that the question that was on the table? But why is it that also that black women are not trained at an early age, right? From a woman's perspective, trained at an early age. Because Mr. Bennett talked about this too. They're not taught about sex. They're not taught about how to serve their man, how to be there for their man, how to just anything, right? And then you go to college, these white girls are serving because they saw their mama serve their daddy. They saw their mama treat their daddy like a king or whatever. They got a chance to see that dynamic. Why do you think it's not like that with us? And then you can answer the other question on the table as well.
So I'll share this with you. Melanated women were taught about men, but we were taught that a man is a wallet. Yeah. That's why when women first meet men that they might have just started a relationship with, it's easy for her to ask him for money. We were taught that way. Most of us were taught, not all of us, but most of us were taught that men are a wallet, because you will always hear your mama when you go out, you got your bell bottoms on, you're looking good and everything, got your afro picked out, you're looking nice. and your mama or your auntie will tell you, because they know you're going to do some foolery. So they'll tell you, don't just come back here with just a wet ass. So we were taught in that aspect of a man is going to do whatever he needs to do because he want that twat. So you're going to give it and you're going to get something for it. So we were not taught that, and this is because we didn't see it. You in my family, right? You saw my grandmother and my grandfather. They were married, right? But when it came down to my mama and my aunties and all of them, they got married too, but they never was able to hold their marriage together. Because one thing they missed that my grandmother had servitude. But my mother and my aunties, they didn't have servitude. They had the idea of, you can't tell me shit. I do what the fuck I want to do, and ain't nobody gonna check me, boo boo. So when I tell y'all, when I say to y'all on my social media platform, I came from the hyena clan, I'm speaking facts. I watched these women decimate men that were good to them, all because they want to be right. You understand? When you want to be right, you can destroy a kingdom just because you want to be right. And I'll share something else with you. Why women accept men who dog them out. You want to know why? Because that dick is good. He laying that dick down properly. Do you understand? Always Pookie and Ray Ray fuck better. Okay? Always. And that's the sad part, because that's his ace in the hole. But I'm gonna share something with you, my sisters, if you listening. Steven fuck better too. I'm gonna share with you why. You know why Steven fuck better? Because Steven wanna love you. He wanna wife you.
There you go.
He wanna love you. He wanna wife you. He's not here to make you a baby mama. But Taquan and Tyshawn is ready to make you a baby mama number 3. So that's the difference. Our women don't see that, because if you were raised just around your mama and she had a revolving door, okay, her bedroom, you never saw a steady man there. Or if she had a boyfriend who whooped on her ass, then when you got older, you thought that made sense. Now, what I saw growing up, my mama had a good husband. Nice man. But he was a little hood, but he was nice. And he loved my mama. But my mama would throw that ass from the free throw line to anybody. Okay? Especially to my daddy. Okay? Because my daddy was not her husband. And she would go and sleep with my daddy and be married to my sister father. And I'll share something with you. That always broke my heart, because my daddy would come up here and screw my mama, knowing doggone well she married. But that go to show you right there how much my daddy didn't give 2 shits about her or her marriage. And she didn't give 2 shits about her marriage either. And I'll share something with you. I always say this on my panel. I mean on my channel. Every man that I have dated, they remind me of my father. My blood father, okay? But the king that I have been under, going on 17 years, remind me of my stepfather. That speaks volumes, right? He reminds me of my stepfather, because my stepfather was a good man and he ain't deserved to be done like that. But when you don't know, if you have never seen good, and when you get it, you don't know how to treat it. And now my first somebody knocked out sleep. That must be our pain. He looked like he's sleeping. So
if you're not talking, mute, because it's coming from somewhere.
Yeah, it's coming from somewhere. I don't know. I'm sorry, our pain. I thought you were sleeping. So all I want to say is that a mindset needs to be changed in our women. I always say that. A mindset needs to be changed. And the sad part is that our women usually don't get the mindset change till they're in their late 40s or 50s that something is wrong. It's not in their 20s because they gotta go through all hell and high water, and then to find out that they have been picking the wrong men to be with. And I always thank God that I found out something was wrong in my 20s. Because can you imagine me trying to find a man right now? Lord, trying to find a man right now and not have the mindset, and have the same mindset from when I was 20. To have the same mindset from when I was 20, I was a nightmare. It was only my king that said, I'm gonna sit you down and teach you something. That's why I always agree with Sister Ali when she say women mindset are the age of 14 until she get to learn something different. And the difference comes from who? Her husband, who is the teacher of the household. So yes, I do agree that my husband is my father. I agree my husband is my father. You want to know why? Because there is an exchange when you're getting married. So your father is bringing you up to the altar, and you're getting a different father. So he has to be the teacher. And I'm done. I'm finished.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Dang. Woo. Who hadn't gone yet? We got Embrace. You already went, right? James went. Embrace went. Take heed. Anissa, you went already, huh? No. Okay.
Mr. Bennett.
Mr. Bennett. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely seen it, but usually I see it. I really can't add much more to what Takey was saying. I think certainly those who come from lower socioeconomic conditions, single parenthood, no father in the house, that sort of thing. I think a lot of those women are more likely to deal with men who tend to abuse them or not, treat them seriously. But, women who are more educated, not to say it doesn't happen to educated women or what have you, but I just don't see that. 2-parent households, certainly a woman who's raised with a certain amount of self-esteem, I typically don't see that. But again, I won't say it doesn't happen. So it's about, the likelihood is going to be in those sort of lower end situations. That's been my observation over the years.
All right, thank you. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, thank you.
RP.
Yeah, listen, there's a lot of good men still left. I don't, I don't have anything more to add to that whole situation. I think people, men and women belong together, and they choose not to because we have all these false barriers that we put up, and we use them as excuses to be idiots. That's what I think. So it just, because when we get on these panels, everybody talks about it's like there's no hope. You can't talk to nobody this way. You can't use dating apps. It's you're old, just you're young. Everything's different. We got a whole bunch of Gen Zers right here risking it all on college campuses because they don't want to support a genocide. So the fact is that there's discernment even at that level, and they're organized in some way, shape, form, or fashion. That means they're communicating. It's not just boys, it's not just men. There's women and men. All of those young folks are out there, and the country is in turmoil. The last time the college students were in turmoil like that was at the Vietnam War when they killed those kids at Kent State. All right, so the news media is starting to tell us that this is just all anti-Semitism. That's bullshit. It's not. It's actually, they got plans, for Hamas, to hijack the real narrative. The narrative is that our taxpayers money is going to support a genocide. Now, back on the point, everything we do with the relationship stuff, or a chick who don't want to listen to her man, or a guy who's afraid to talk to women because he's afraid of the internet and all that shit, that's just all programming. It's just all bullshit. And I don't care how old you are, if you keep succumbing to the mores of the time, you'll never get ahead. If you want to find a wife, it just takes one woman. If you want to find a husband, it just takes one man. And you have to search those people out, right? So, I mean, a lot of things are connected. And you listen, James, I didn't want to just get on your case, but this whole talk about making racism illegal is subjective. One man's racist, because the Jews tell us that all the time. You say one wrong thing about Israel, they could make you an anti-Semite. You can't be putting people in jail for that, right? So all I'm just trying to say, that's all I'm just trying to say. We got to be careful with any kind of subjectivity that puts people in jail, because McCarthyism was real, right? It was real. Lives were getting destroyed because somebody interpreted what they said or their positions in life and made it illegal. We can't have that. So anyhow, if we got to take a little bit of person being racist here or that, and this has nothing to do with the child molestation. I'm talking about people who are racist, right? Or even perceived to be racist. And that perception is subjective. If they come knocking on your door because you said something or you had a position that somebody calls racist, and you got to defend yourself with money and lawyers to prove your innocence, I don't see how you can do. So we got to be real careful with that kind of stuff. And maybe that is because I'm old. That's why, because I remember how it used to be. If we're losing our freedoms, if it wasn't for a racist like Elon Musk, we wouldn't be able to say kind of things on social media like X, right? Because they try to censor that, just like YouTube. Everything is a slippery slope, and so just bringing it back to the whole thing, I just look at the fact that we're all so willing to say things are hopeless in terms of our relationships. I don't know one way out. Somebody has a suggestion. Half the people will tell you why that suggestion won't work, but they don't have a better one that does. So I think we're just up here spinning wheels. I really do. So I'll let it there.
You have a lot of hope, Arpain, and that's a lovely thing, man. Keep that hope alive. All right. And, I've always said that I don't think it's fair that the president can send the military to the war when he never experienced war himself.
I agree with that.
And I say that the same thing right now, with the millennials and the X's, all the people that's under your that came after you. These people, the social skills are not the same. The women don't respond to the same thing that you respond to. Write a girl a letter today, she'll laugh at your ass. Write her a poem, she'll laugh at your ass. Everything has to be IG. You can't go up to a girl and say, "Hey, let me call you later. Let me give you your phone number." Right? I remember. I'm gonna release some of these secrets. I'm married now. I used to be a bad motherfucker.
Be careful.
I'm gonna tread lightly. I knew what to say. I knew. I had a great uncle who taught me, when you talk to a woman, you always ask open-ended questions, and you get more from a woman with open-ended questions. What does that mean, Uncle? Hey, baby, how are you doing today? Yeah, I'm Black Man Unfiltered. And your name, sweetheart? Hey, listen, I really want to take you out Friday. But would Thursday or Friday work best for you? You don't give her room to say no. Friday? Oh, okay. What time? 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock? 9 is fine. Okay. Let me pick you up at your mama's house or pick you up somewhere else. My mama's house? Okay. See? So you can't do that now. Hey, baby, why are you talking to me? IG me.
But BMU,
there's none of that shit.
Right? You said something, right? You said you can't write a poem or write a letter.
Oh, no.
Write a one anyway. Wait a minute. Write a one anyway. Right? That's what I'm saying. Write one anyway.
Okay.
And so she rejects you. So what? So what? That's what I'm saying. Write one anyway. If you feeling it, listen, she eliminates herself. And if she don't want it, you write it to a different woman. I don't understand this defeatist attitude because a couple of idiots are running around.
No. You're saying it wrong. You're saying it wrong. It's not defeated attitude. It's not defeated attitude, because back in the day, cars didn't come with power steering. They do today. Things evolve.
The basic nature of women is still the same. The only thing that's changed is the tools.
The nature is the same. They still have periods.
Same thing with men. The only thing that's changed is the tools that we use and abuse. You know, because we are still subject to the basic laws of nature as mammals on this planet. And so, I mean, we could make it all complicated and social media and all this kind of stuff. But man, people are still getting married.
Hey, Payne.
People actually, you know, people are still getting married.
Payne, let me lay this at your door, and you open the door and open it up. Watch this. You're living in a world, Payne. Back in the day, you talked to a woman, you give her your number, you couldn't talk to her till the next day because you had to go home and get on the rodeo phone. Remember that? now, when you talk to that woman, Payne, she got 50 other niggas in her DMs.
And she ain't got to wait till she get home to talk to you.
Yeah, and niggas seeing that picture telling my dick is bigger than yours. And they
it was cold.
It was cold. Right.
That's that, Willie.
Yeah, okay. So if you're living in a time where both men and women have rosters.
Y'all crazy fuckers.
Listen. Both men and women have rosters these days, right?
Right.
And so the vetting for that is when the roster gets decreased or it gets eliminated. Right? I mean, you know, back in the day, I mean, when I met my wife, she had a guy she was going around with. Those calls
ain't the same.
It is the fucking same. She don't have 100 kids, but she has.
What they called it back then? The ledger. What they called it back then? The ledger. They called it the ledger.
It was
they slid into her ledger.
It slid into her tablet.
You know what? I'm broken. I'm broke. You guys broke me, man. I'm broken. All right.
When you take pictures, right? When you take pictures like with your wife or whatever.
Yeah, I still
no. It's not that. I ain't going that route. Okay. When you take pictures, it could be with your daughters, whatever. Do you smile?
Yeah.
Okay, you smile, right?
Yeah,
Do you know that it was not socially what they call it, acceptable
to smile
back in the day, to smile, and when you did smile, they thought something was wrong with you because you was smiling in pictures. They thought you was like, you know, something was going on up here. It changed as time went on, and people started smiling. That's the problem is that what we're saying is that socially you're gonna be awkward. If you was the 22-year-old Payne with the smooth talks or whatever it was that you was bringing with you, and you brought it forward, and you was trying to do that same shit, it's not gonna be socially accepted, bro. You're gonna be left alone, dick drive. You're gonna be what they call you're gonna be involuntary. You're gonna be an involuntary incel.
Half the scared motherfuckers out there right now.
What?
With all as I am and all this kind of shit, I think I do better than half the scary motherfuckers out there right now.
Hey, Payne.
All right, sis. With who?
With women.
Not no 22-year-old.
I'm not talking about 22-year-old women.
I put 10 grand on that right now.
I didn't say 20. You said 22-year-old woman. I didn't say 22-year-old women.
Beautiful, good black women are so hard to get. What? Basically, what you just told us is that you need meds. They are hard. I'm not talking about no regular. I'm not talking about Lil' Kim. That's just a fly. I'm talking about girls who make Lil' Kim leave the room. Yeah. I'm talking about you need to go to Kenya to find them. Those kind of black women, you try to get them with some old school stuff, you're not going to get close to them. They're going to see you coming and go the other way.
They're going to call you weird. They're going to call you creepy. You're going to be creepy.
Let me just say hello. Let's not me say hello to them. They're going to be weird
to get.
It is difficult, bro. It is difficult.
It is my look.
Embrace. Is it easy to get you with that kind of game? Embrace. Is it like if a man approach you with that type of old school game, right? Like he wrote you, well, you might like a poem, you might like a poem or something, right?
I can't hear you.
Embrace is old school.
I'm old school. Yes.
Okay, so just for an example, if JT wrote you a poem, right, and he said,
roses are red,
baby, roses are red, violets are blue. I can't wait to rub hot oil on you. I want to see you walk out the shower dressed
That's how
in
she gonna be
lace.
smiling too. Look,
I want to see you walk out the shower.
Black man, you put too much
lace.
stank on that thing, man. You need to
I
corn
want
that thing up.
to hug you tight so I can embrace the grace.
Look, words matter to me. Words are affirmation to me. So poetry and words, yes, yeah, he can get it.
Okay, wait a minute. No, you can't say that. Wait a minute, God. Wait a minute now. Wait.
That's my nigga. That's my brother.
I just don't like the goofy guys where they come up and be like, "Yo, what up, shorty?" Excuse me. I'm a grown ass woman. You know, come talk to me nice.
Embrace.
Talk
If I
to me
asked
nice.
you to go to a picture show, would you go with picture show with me?
I'd be like, what is a picture show, sir? What is that? A drive-in? Are we going to a drive-in?
Oh, man, we still called it the movies back then too. We didn't call it a picture show.
Oh my God.
Ain't that old,
Guess what,
man?
guys?
Hey.
That stuff that Payne is talking about works in other countries. Like
Yes,
Colombia,
it will work in other countries. Right. It will work in other countries. By the way, are you in Central or South or no? I know you ain't in Northern Germany, are you?
No, I'm in Frankfurt. I don't really like Frankfurt.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go to Hamburg. I'm gonna give y'all. I can't wait to give y'all an update to compare Frankfurt to Hamburg.
I was over in Frankfurt. Yeah, I was over in Frankfurt, Hamburg, Würzburg, Wiesbaden, and then I went to Baumholder. Oh shit! But yeah, all over there. Whole different thing. Whole different. So our pain. That's why we're not. I'm not saying that what you're saying, what you're doing is wrong. It's outdated. It is absolutely outdated. If you were dating someone that was your age, of course. But I told you, you bring yourself over here to your 22, 25-year-old self, and you try to come here and talk to women nowadays, man, that shit is not gonna it's not gonna work for you. And that's not being defeatist, is that you gotta learn another way to how to skin that cat. That's all it is. And I mean that figuratively and literally.
Well, the point is, what I'm trying to make is that I didn't tell you any kind of game. What I'm just trying to say is
ain't no damn game.
No, what I'm saying is I wouldn't be talking to a woman that young. So let me just say, if I was single, I'd probably start in the 30s, but I'd be eliminating women. I would.
I get it.
Just eliminate, because I don't think, you guys act like you got some magic elixir, but I haven't heard the potion yet. What the hell?
This is the potion. This is the potion. This is what you would have to do. I'm gonna give it to you. You have to have a great IG. And you got to have, in your IG, you can only have no more than about 5 pictures. And you got to put the rest of that shit in there. Then you got to, and in those pictures, you got to have what the young folks are calling motion. They got to know that you got some type of life going on, right? And I'm talking about the young folks. Then on top of that, this ain't that with the money phone and all that. You ain't got to do that no more. All you got to do is be like, showing that you got a good life on a yacht or some shit. I don't know what the fuck they do. Something. You got a Bobcat, and you're driving a damn what they driving right now? That show they got motion. Hellcat.
You were talking about the Tesla. What the Tesla has the truck.
Tesla or some shit like that, right? And then on top, no game. You don't need game. See, you trying too hard with game. That's the fucked up part about it. You trying too hard.
I ain't trying too hard. I'm just asking you.
It's not that hard anymore, paying to get it. $40 and a Happy Meal.
Yep, that's it.
You're the guys telling me it's so hard. I'm not saying it's hard at all.
No, but the way that you was talking about was hard. That you ain't nobody gonna talk to you, creepy man. You're a creepy man.
I had to the video about you, Payne.
I can take a picture and put it on IG.
I'm about to play video.
But I hear you guys. Listen, I hear what you're talking about dating. If you're talking about scrags, I agree with you. All the scrags y'all talking about, y'all got to go through all these potions and shit. if you're looking for somebody who wants something more, I don't think that you have to be that deep. You just got to know what the nature of a woman is. That's all.
Okay, so R-Pain, I want to share some with you, okay? And then we're going to let Lost in Translation walk us on up out the sanctuary.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm going to share some with you. Here we go. Where is it at? Oh, give me just a second. I got it for your ass. I'm sick of your mouth tonight.
You've been talking too goddamn much tonight.
Too goddamn much.
He been away for too long. He had a lot to say.
Lost in Translation and JT were y'all stupid, boy. A few minutes ago, I said my dick is bigger than you. Both of y'all told me
it was cold.
Unfiltered. I have a TikTok that's good for pain. Would you mind me to play it? It's quick.
Give me just a second. Give me just a second. I want him to see this.
Oh
now,
my
R-Pain.
God. Yes, sir.
This is for you, okay?
I don't want to see that.
This is her name is I could tell you her name. I want to tell you her name before I start. Her name is Sierra Norris. He is the district attorney for the district attorney in Chicago. Okay. I want you to see this video of her. And now imagine walking up to her trying to read her a poem. This is her right here. Just a second. Hold on.
Now I'm curious.
Watch this. I'm gonna show your ass tonight.
Get your poem ready.
Hold on, just a second.
Pac-Man just disappeared. What the hell?
He didn't keep this up on the show.
Man, you see that?
Pain, are you doing a show on Memorial Day?
When is that? It's Monday? It's Monday. I don't even know when Memorial Day is. I don't know. I gotta see.
I don't really celebrate holidays like that, especially when I'm traveling.
Oh, let's try it again.
What day is that, Grace? What day is that?
That's a Monday, the last Monday of May. I specifically took off that night so I can be available to you because I've never been on your panel.
Well, yeah, I'll probably do something. Yeah,
I gotta come on your panel too, Pain. We need to go to war.
Make it a good one, our Pain, because I'm coming. Okay.
I'll figure something out. What's the matter? What's the matter, BMU?
If I come on your panel, I promise to be respectful and we have a dialogue and a debate.
Yeah, we have a dialogue, man. You gotta forgive me for yelling at you, man. That's all.
No. Because it's okay to have a debate, and we Black, so we're strong with it. We're passionate when we talk about this stuff, especially when it connects to our family and our friends and our upbringing. We're gonna get passionate, but we can't argue because when we argue, it just goes boom.
I agree.
Hispanic got the same problem, man. As soon as it becomes an argument, nothing gets solved. Nothing but sparks and dog, and everybody walks away madder than they was when they came in.
Right.
While we're waiting on BMU, gentlemen, do y'all still believe in giving flowers on a first date and candy and stuff like that?
Do that in another country and you will get married. Do it in France.
Here in the States, you buy a girl flowers today. She can what the fuck this for? You know,
she's gonna get a hot chocolate over here. That's about it.
I could have got me a pair of dunks.
So do you guys ever think about? I mean, I went on a date with this gentleman for the first time. I got a dozen roses. I got 6 chocolate covered strawberries and a whole cake, a whole chocolate cake.
That nigga was that motherfucker was finessing. Nah. He was finessing your ass.
I was like, I'm finna put this.
You see what I'm saying? You see how you're turning something so beautiful so ugly?
Wait a minute. I'm gonna show you how beautiful it is. Where's he now?
He dropped me. He said I was too ghetto.
Yeah, because you wouldn't let him do what he wanted to do.
So what do you mean let him do what he wanted to do?
He was trying to finesse you. He was trying to finesse you.
Now, Grace.
A dozen roses?
Now, Grace. Wait a minute. Beforehand, he bought you flowers, chocolate covered strawberries, and a whole cake. Clearly, he thought you were the bee's knees. So what happened?
Oh my God.
Between me and you, what happened?
Maraschino
No,
cherry.
we had one date and that was it. We continued to have conversation and then he ghosted me. And I'm the type that I like closure so I can learn what I did wrong and not do it the next time. And he told me that I was just too ghetto for him and he wasn't ready. But he was in his 60s. He was like 62.
He wasn't wasting no time.
Grace, you know how to be
Hold
soft.
on.
You know how to be soft and sweet, Grace?
Go ahead and finish.
I'm
What
sorry.
was
Grace,
that?
you know
girl, our
you know how
pain.
to be soft and
Say
sweet?
what?
I said you
I
ghosted her.
can't hear James.
I'm sorry. I didn't.
No, I can't hear you.
Okay, I just wanted to know if I jumped in on somebody, my bad.
No,
I
you
just
good.
wanted to know, do you know how to be soft and sweet?
Yes,
Those are
absolutely.
very important words to grown men. If you understand soft and sweet, very simple, we will marry you.
Soft and sweet will
Absolutely.
get you that
I
meat.
mean, but I also have, I mean, you have to understand, I'm from New York, I'm Sicilian, I'm
I'm from
Dominican.
Connecticut.
Listen,
My daddy
Grace,
raised me like I was a boy. I think he thought I
Grace,
was his son. And
Grace,
I know
Actually,
it's not an excuse, but I do know how to be, yes.
Grace,
you
She
know a
said
lot of
yes.
Grace. Hold on a
actors
second, y'all. Hold on a second. I
raise a
need to say
practice
this.
like voice.
I need to say this. Women need to stop identifying with external stimulus and start identifying with the internal you. You should promote who you are, not where you're from.
Oh my God.
Okay? That's the problem with a lot of women. They lead with degrees and all this other stuff. We don't care. All we want to know is, are you nice? We don't
Yes,
care.
I
You know
am a
what I
nice
noticed?
one.
You know what I noticed? People from New York will love to tell you they're from New York.
I
Most
know.
everybody else don't give a damn. You see what I'm saying? Like real talk.
Goddamn Black
Because
David here in New York.
exactly, I get so tired of hearing about New
In my
York.
country.
Hey,
Even
just like Jennifer
even my
Lopez.
close friends who are from New York, they love to tell you they're from New York. Well, come to Alabama. We don't tell
yeah,
you where we're from.
yeah.
We let you know what we're about.
Come on.
You see what I'm saying? We don't go into details about where we're from. We tell you who we are. Promote the internal and not the external. Your external is fine. It's doing what it's supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? It's doing what it's supposed to be doing. But my thing is this: you should promote the sweetness that's on the inside. He's staying for the sweetness. You see what I'm saying? I don't think our pain was here when Anissa had the Soul Train lineup with all the sisters, the successful
Yeah, I was
sisters.
there. I
You was
saw it.
here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those women didn't lead with the sweetness. These women who was over here at the draft, they was leading with the sweet. They was all up under that man. If you saw the little Indian lady, she was holding on to her man during the little video, showing off all their kids. She was leading with her sweetness. So
But
I
I don't
say
even
this.
sound sweet. My voice
Listen,
alone sounds masculine. What am I
listen,
supposed to do with
listen,
that?
listen,
What
Delma.
am I?
Listen, if you speak slowly and softly, it is way more effective.
You gonna have Embrace walking around.
What you say?
Etiquette school, you know what I mean?
I've done that before, but under certain circumstances. But for a day to day,
I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what it's the New York in you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all move fast.
Yeah, she needs Michigan inside of her.
She needs some
If we
Detroit.
feel that if we say
You
the
know what
wrong
I'm
thing,
saying?
you know,
why do I always stay behind? The ladies always leave, and I stay with y'all.
You need to get Lake Michigan inside of you. Listen.
I'm just saying.
Can you play the video of Mr. Black Man Unfiltered?
Please.
Listen, the thing about it is,
this for you, nigga. You hear me? This for you.
I'm
Okay,
waiting
now I
for it.
want you to tell me. This is a criminal law attorney, right? Making real good money.
Okay.
Tell me why she doing this.
Damn.
She's look. She's the district attorney in Chicago, and she in the middle of the street to my hold with her fingers up like this here at the camera, and pointing down to her pussy and throwing her suitcase up.
yeah, she gonna find the man she want quick.
Yeah, she gonna find the man she want. That's a good one, ain't it, R-Pain? That's a good one, ain't it?
She gonna find that dude. He gonna tear it up.
she dressed the part out thing.
I talked to her. I
She
straighten her
ain't
ass.
talking to you. That's what you don't get.
I straighten her ass out.
Are you afraid of these facts you're about to get?
Straighten her ass out. I mean, that's the fact. You guys are just tripping, man.
Our pain gonna fit it with some of that
I got
pimping,
one
huh?
before.
Yes.
Can you get us a
Hey,
final
yo,
word?
check this out.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that? Oh, ain't no naked bitches.
No, no, it's not a naked
Boy, JT, we tore that pound up today, boy.
Yeah.
So what else is going on? So
you got it, James. I want to see the video.
Yeah, what the video?
I got y'all.
No, and this is coming from a strong bitch. This is coming from the bitch that all of her girlfriends come to her for advice when it comes to dating guys and not getting swept up in guys. If you get swept up in the wrong guy, and it happens to all of us, none of us are above that. If you are attracted to men at all, if you get swept up in the wrong guy, my good sis, my friend, it can fuck you up.
And this is the pain. This is me. This is my TikTok. It won't take a lot of time. Here we go.
All right, I'm gonna be straight in front. I'm in Thailand right now, so I'm not in Vegas anymore. But let me be very clear. Middle-aged dudes and dudes older than that, please stop trying to be sexy to get young women. You're only gonna creep the fuck out. Women 25 and younger who are pretty as hell, it doesn't take much to creep them out. The slightest thing your old crusty ass could do will creep the fuck out, and they're gonna bounce, and they're gonna run all the way to the other side of the nightclub.
Yeah, but I ain't talking about going for those 25-year-old women.
Because y'all be coming out here with like $100,000 winning a blow every single time. Stop. You old crusty ass motherfucker.
You fucking guys, you're gonna go vote for Biden anyway, so shut up.
Out at the pool parties. You fat motherfucker.
Fuck you, man.
Oh, crusty motherfucker.
My problem is I have too much fun on my TikTok, so
first of all,
good messages, but
I ain't talking about going after no 25-year-old honey, man. Those days are over.
Man, listen,
but some of them look just as good as the 25-year-olds, and they act just
you right
the same.
about that?
Yeah.
So I want to say to you guys who have watched tonight, man, we appreciate
You're right, James. I'm telling you, man.
Watching tonight and being a part of this entertainment, being a part of this conversation that we had tonight, we really appreciate it. We got JT coming up tomorrow. He's gonna knock you across the head tomorrow night, 8:45 p.m. Central Standard Time, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure y'all tune into that. James, he'll be on tomorrow night, so he'll have the link in the chat.
I think I
want to
want
hop up. Yeah, and then Friday we have barbershop. So James, man, listen, make sure you're ready for that. Barbershop is gonna be amazing on Friday as well. I just look forward to chilling with the fellas, and then this weekend we got Mr. Bennett, and we got Alexis from Texas. I want to say congrats to, I ain't gonna say it because I'm gonna let her tell y'all, but somebody in our circle got a baby on the way.
Damn.
So I'm gonna let her tell y'all. I don't want to ruin her surprise.
That's what's up.
I think I know who it is already.
So, but yeah, so, congratulations to her. But I will say, man, I thank y'all. I appreciate you guys. We're going to be here tomorrow night with JT. The sports show is right before JT, and then Friday barbershop, Saturday, Miss Jenny, Saturday night is Miss Jenny, Saturday afternoon is Alexis from Texas, and then Sunday, the gray area with Peter and Paul on Sunday. All right. All right. Well, thank you guys so much, man. It's been good. I enjoyed myself. Make sure, guys, that you go and support our pain. We're taking up money for him. He is going to the Guinness World Record for being the oldest nigga alive. So make sure you guys support.
You know what, man? Fuck yeah.
Man, we love you, old man.
We do love you, man. We do, bro.
I'm shaving my shit off, man.
It's gonna make you look older. It's gonna make you look older.
Yeah.
You got to keep the beard now. It's done.
Yeah, you're gonna go from more to
done deal. You're gonna look like an uncircumcised penis. Don't do it no more.
Wait a minute.
Jesus Christ.
He gonna be looking like this.
AG over there advertising for the lawnmower 5.0. You know what
I can't shave it off. My wife likes it.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
I respect your ambition, Willie, but you got to have vision.
That was my shit right there, boy.
Man.
So pimp movies, man.
Man, they can't beat them. Hey, listen. So they should, man. One day, dude, we need to get behind the scenes and invite our members to come back and just watch those Bill Cosby, Sidney Poitier movies.
Hell yeah! I'm trying to tell people be thinking we lying, man.
Dude, we need to watch it together. No, we can't go live, so they're gonna get us, but we can at least send the link out to our members and have them come back and watch it with us, bro. That shit gonna be hilarious.
That shit'll be hilarious as hell. Bill Cosby was one of the funniest, man, and still is like his shit is still funny. That's the crazy part about it.
Man, let me tell you something. I'm finna end the show, bro. Y'all know I gotta say something stupid before we get out of here.
Yeah.
I was looking at Felicia Rashad and Ahmad Rashad's wedding today. And they were talking about how they were still friends after marriage. It really didn't end on bad terms. They just couldn't be around each other because she was shooting TV series and movies. He was, doing his broadcast thing. So they never saw each other. So they didn't want to hold each other down. So they just remained friends and got a divorce. Right? Yeah. Felicia Rashad's daughter is goddamn gorgeous. Oh my God, she's gorgeous. She's on Billions if you want to see her on TV.
Yeah.
So anyway, his two men, his best man. He only had two guys behind him, and Felicia Rashad had her sister and another lady. You won't believe who the two men were standing behind him at his wedding.
Magic Johnson.
Bill Cosby and O.J. Simpson.
Really? No, you talk about their first wedding. You talk about the wedding. It was in Jet Magazine.
Bill Cosby and O.J. Simpson, bro.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yep.
And they were in their fucking prime. I think OJ was probably 27, 26 years old in that picture.
Yeah. He was the juice for real. He wasn't no joke back then.
And he didn't do it.
Yeah. That big head motherfucker run that ball.
He didn't do it.
Hey man, Bruce did a joke on OJ. He said he saw OJ playing golf one day. And he said, I'm tired of people calling me, my name. He said, my name Bruce. Don't call me anything else but other than fucking Bruce. And he said, I was finna go play golf, and he go O.J. Simpson. Hey, what's up, Brucey? He said, nothing much, killer. Oh my God, bro.
Listen, let me give you a shout out, black man. Let me tell y'all something.
Oh, okay.
This brother right here is no joke in these YouTube streets. When I tell you, black man went up on the panel earlier today. I was already up there doing my thing. I was doing JT. Black man came up in there and set the whole damn panel on fire. Rare form. That was the when you first came in these YouTube streets, the black man that came.
It pissed me off, bro. They pissed me the fuck off today. Hey, listen, let me tell you why. Princella, everybody would put her up on the pedestal, and then Princella says she knows how to treat a woman, blah blah blah. So B. Taylor decides I'm gonna be with this girl, right? So they're a couple, right? Lawson Chancellor, they broke up, right?
Of course.
So B. Taylor made
Which one abused the other one?
B. Taylor made a whole video about her, bro. A whole video saying
lit her ass up too,
beat her up.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
Pissy mattress.
Oh man.
Her kid ain't never went to school. She just put her shit out.
Let her go. Told her she you go to the gas station and use the bathroom and shit. Like, bro, I went up on that panel today and set that motherfucker. I turned the boat upside down. Yes. I say I turned the boat upside down on both of their asses. That shit was crazy, bro.
And then
I seen JT I said, my boy JT up there. Oh, give me the link. I'm coming. Oh my God!
I was already doing my thing. I was up there. Black man came up there. Then a lady try to take up for. Yeah, that's a lady tried to take up for him. And black man said, "Well, I was being nice to you, but since now you done pull the gloves off. Well, fuck it now. You need to shut the fuck up with your old ugly ass." And he just went in on her ass. He had her hollering till she was hoarse. And then somebody done got rid of her. They do bounties and shit on most of these panels now. They bountied the shit out of her ass. They made sure.
Now, Lady D, I don't want to hear nothing else out your mouth.
Right.
R-Pain, how old are you?
65.
She says she older than you.
Yeah, get your. It is your damn bedtime, Lady D.
Go change your pen.
She's still in there talking ish.
It was her bedtime at 6 o'clock this afternoon.
Now, I know why she come over here. She won't Lost in Translation, but she can't have him.
Yeah, she do want Lost though, because he be talking all smooth and stuff. She be thinking he talking to her.
You notice. She say somebody, everybody on the panel except that nigga.
Except for him. She done cuss me out. She done cussed you out.
Cuss me out.
It came from me too, but I took care.
Yeah, James, you got. She said you too young.
Lost. Let me find out.
I'm 48 years old, baby girl.
Lost. That's what we doing right now. That's what we doing.
I've been through
your DMs, Lost.
The difference between
that was my turn.
Listen, the difference between me and y'all is I got her trained. She know not to get out of pocket, and she gonna get that a minute's time out.
She say she the oldest person on YouTube.
Bro, I'm gonna clip that shit tonight. That shit was funny as fuck, bro. Oh.
Did you hear what I said?
That shit tonight, bro. Ooh, that shit funny as fuck. All right, man. I love y'all, man. James, thank you.
Y'all have a good night.
All right, everybody have a
good night, man. And we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Tomorrow night, y'all, with that bullshit.
Here we go.
Hey, I got one more
Peace
video
out.
to leave y'all with, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
My sound. I keep doing that. My bad, y'all.
Don't mean you wise.
All right, let me start it again.
Better not be no dick pic. Okay.
No.
Because you're wrong. Don't mean you wise. This world has some of the oldest fools, youngest geniuses. Just because you're rich, don't mean you're fortunate. This world has some of the richest poor people and the wealthiest poor people. It's all about who you are. You get your mental right, get your body right.
That's right.
You'll be fortunate. Let me ask you something.
There you go.
If I take both your legs, both your arms, your eyes, and your tongue, I gave you $100 billion.
Yep.
And I asked you, rather keep that $100 billion, give you all your limbs back. Now, as you sit, both your legs, your arms, your tongue, your eyes, how fortunate are you now?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Be wise, brother.
There you go.
Health is wealth.
Health is
That's
wealth.
what it is, baby.
All right, appreciate y'all, man. Love y'all, man. Y'all have a good day at work tomorrow. Be safe, James. Be safe. Lost in Translation. Embrace the grace. JT. Also to take heed to the message, Mr. Bennett. Thank you guys for being here tonight as well. We appreciate y'all. We out. Peace.
No doubt.